Yo, 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 yo. What the fuck is up, fight fans? It's your man 3K the boss, aka Mr. Two Hands Up. Fa, fa. You already know what the fuck it is, man. And once again, man, this is Reaper Gang Radio, man. And you back again with Do Say, baby. Hey, man, but before we do all of that, man, I just gotta take time, man, to give a little moment of silence and shit like that. To pay respects to one of the fucking legends, one of the dopest rappers that ever lived. March 9th happens to be the day that this man's life was taken away, man. And I can say my life ain't never been the motherfucking same again, man. So yeah, man, shout out to Notorious Big, man. Shout out to Biggie. So I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying, give a quick little moment of silence for my man Big, and then I'm gonna turn all the way up for the big homie. All right, man, let's get it, man. This is Reaper Gang Radio, Volume 13, man. And now motherfuckers talking about they got 99 problems, man, but being broke ain't one. Well, guess what, bitch nigga? All of you and your 99 problems, you should be focusing on that shit. You should be thinking about that shit because for real, you making your 99 problems, everybody else 99 problems. We don't give a fuck about your little $30 million, man. We don't give a fuck about your little $30 million because, hey, as it seems, bruh, you ain't got the type of money that you should have. You know what I mean? Yo, I'm so sick of this fucking dude, man. I'm so sick of this fucking parasite, man. Like, yo, you can't get your ass whooped twice, bro. You can't sit up there and shine your belt, lay in front of Sophia talking about 99 problems and being broke ain't one after you just got your ass whooped twice. We ain't seeing you in a ring. We ain't seeing you at a club. Well, I ain't seen nobody at a motherfucking club. We ain't seeing you on the street. Nobody seeing you at the mall. Nigga, just stop it. Stop it. At the end of the day, you better make real good use of that $30 million and all of them 11 children you got, because at the end of the day, bro, you're going to need that $30 million to sustain all of those hospital bills for your lovely, you know what I'm saying, daughter that's going through some tough shit and all of them other fucking kids you got. Bro, like, yo, it's so many things out of order with this dude's life right now. You know what I mean? Like, yo, who the fuck ever welcomed this man in boxing? Point that motherfucker out so I could get that nigga to business. Whoever welcomed this man in boxing, point him out so I can give him the business. Fire. You already know what it is, man. I can't deal with this type of shit. Yo, it's too much going on in life. It's too many great things going on in life right now. We done seen how many undisputed matches we gonna see this year if Tyson Fury get up off his fat ass. And, like, yo, how many undisputed matches we gonna get this year? Too many. All of these prestigious things going on in boxing, all of these young niggas mixing it up, and we got this bitch ass nigga in the background holding fistful of dollars like pom-pom, shaking them bitches, probably wearing a motherfucking varsity skirt or some shit like that. Yo, I can't deal with this dude. I can't stomach this dude. This nigga makes my stomach turn. He makes my milk curdle. I don't know what to say about this nigga other than, yo, the bullshit has got to stop, my nigga. Like, yo, is this the same nigga out here ducking Charles Martin? The nigga who walks this earth like a god? Like, bro, when I said boxing needs to completely be we need to erase this nigga from boxing. I swear to God, like, yo, there's got to be at least one nigga that's real around you. Oh, I'm sorry. There ain't. You got a couple donut cops, and you got a couple of niggas who sell out their own motherfucking people, man. They'll sell out their mother. I don't know which one they'll sell out faster. Their own people or their own goddamn mama. Because they'll do one or the other, man. What profits a man who gains the world only to lose his fucking soul, man? I repeat, what profits a man to gain the world only to lose his soul? Because clearly this is what you're looking at right here. You looking at a nigga that got, yo, this is for the Deontay Wilder fans. This is for the ones who is hanging on to his every word, just like that little weird bubblehead nigga that was on Ring IQ last night. I don't forgive him. I mean, I forgive him. He seemed kind of young. This little weird, little bobblehead, little funny looking ass nigga, man. For real, man. For real, man. Like, yo, this is for y'all niggas. Y'all still following behind this dude. What is he doing for you right now? Because I believe y'all boxing southpaw, y'all fighting awkward, boxing lefty, letting all of his bullshit roll off the shoulders, and I ain't seen this nigga counter one punch yet. Why y'all doing all y'all fighting for this goofball? Why y'all doing all y'all fighting for this cheerleader? Why y'all fighting for this clown? Why y'all fighting for this fuck nigga? He can't do nothing for you. He can't. It's too many killers walking this earth right now, and let me tell you what, he ain't one of them. He ain't one of them. You see what he about. Shitty ass brown Bentley trucks, and I repeat, shitty ass brown Bentley trucks, because on my mama, if you gonna take any car and you gonna paint that shit brown, that shit better be cold, my nigga. That shit better be colder than the North Pole, South Pole, and Antarctica, my nigga. I'm just keeping it a buck. Because I don't know no nigga. Well, I mean, I would expect that out of Skinny. Yo, you painted your car the color of shit. And then you dashed in some urine-colored flames in that shit. You took the car, you shit it all over it, and then you covered it in urine-colored flames, man. The delusions of the grandeur are so real. They are so real, fight fans. I'm going to get to these shout-outs in a second, but I got to open up with my assault real quick, man. I'm going to send this nigga back over to the bad bitch nigga crew. Whoever the fuck they are. Ben feeling teenage booty ass nigga over there. Y'all know the motherfucking initials. Y'all know who I'm talking about, Caldwell Pan and them niggas. 69 Sports. Sloppy Enigma over there, aka the Twinkie stuffer. Look, man. Once again, this is Reaper Gang Radio, and we catch bodies like gymnastics. We don't need no mats, because we catching them all. It's crazy how many, man, I gotta juggle all these bodies like circus, man. Like a fucking circus act. But this is the biggest problem right here, because for some reason, I don't know how the hell they managed to still find some sort of marketing components that you could plug into this nigga's fucked up virus-filled computer. Yo, I don't care what y'all do with this clown. Stick him over here, stick him over there. You're not going to make him popular. Not in this lifetime. Oh, he killed all of that. If he would have showed an inkling of heart, and we can't even give him that against Tyson Fury, because we already know what he thought Tyson Fury was. He was just too stupid to realize that he wasn't that the first time. I repeat, we all know what Deontay Wilder thought Tyson Fury was, but he was too stupid. And I mean, the nigga got the brain the size of a fucking shark. And he too stupid. He too stupid to realize the type of work that he put on you in the first fight. You better be lucky he was halfway out of shape. On my mama, you better be lucky he was halfway out of shape. Because if he wasn't, the first time would have looked like murder. The second time, my nigga, spin yourself around a few times and go in the mirror, nigga, Bloody Mary, nigga. Real spill. Real spill. Yo, man, look, man. Correct me if I'm wrong. I've never seen a nigga gloat about money. They got their ass whipped to get it. I repeat, in my life, in this lifetime, I have never seen a nigga gloat about money. No boxer, no bare knuckle fighter, no nigga you putting money on in the back alleys. I have never seen any individual gloat about money that they completely got their ass whooped, shit stained across all four corners of the ring, beaten bloody, got cherry-colored Kool-Aid pouring out this fool there, got the fans line saying he got a dent in the side of his head. That just shows you the extremes and how bad that ass whooping truly was. But I have never in life, never in my entire life, I don't care what dollar amount you put on it, I have never seen anybody gloat about millions of dollars that they got their ass whooped 2 times to get. That's some shit like real rap. Real men are men of pride, are men of character, got dignity, care about certain things. There are certain things that matter when it comes to us. Never in my life with any one of my niggas gloat about holding some cash if they got their ass whooped to get it, or they got cherry picked and punked up out of it. If they did, I slapped the shit out of them myself. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. All right, let me shout these joints out and let me get Jedi up in this joint because I know we in here. We ready to cook some shit. All the homies, what up with it? What up with it? We about to cook, we about to gumbo this motherfucking country motherfucker. We about to stick this country faggot ass nigga in a pot of gumbo. Cause today, that's it. I'm done with this clown ass bitch, man. And this ain't about just bashing. This is about bashing with all of the facts and all of the integrity that I carry within my DNA involved. Because you can't speak about this man in no positive light. But at the end of the day, my G, if you want to keep throwing it up in my face, I'm going to keep socking the shit out yours. Keep throwing it in my face, I'm going to keep cracking your motherfucking melon. Shout out to Gallagher. I mean that shit. And I'm going to get to the super chats in a second, so shout out to my nigga Ronald Finkley. I seen the joint you sent first. And shout out to the Georgia Doomslayer. Appreciate you, brother. Hope everybody feeling great this morning. So man, let's shout out the Kings though. The Kings and the Queens though. Boxing God, salute my G. What's goody? 504 in the building, man. Mad Chad, salute, King. Ace Money, what's good? Ronald Finkley, what up, Brody? Rod Nell, salute, homie. Tony Lyons, salute. George, salute. Gerard, salute. Nick Harmer, salute. Carlos Mendoza, salute. Carlos Rosado, salute. Tim Townsend, salute. Samuel Shaw, salute. Man, look, man. Who the fuck gets beat up like that, man, and they gloat about the bread? You didn't earn it. You didn't earn it. You didn't earn it. Man, I'm sick of this motherfucker, man. I promise y'all I'm sick of this dude. If I could, I'd get rid of him. If I could, I'd get rid of that nigga in a heartbeat. You ain't got to worry about it. That nigga couldn't even live in the same neighborhood as me without me and my niggas crushing him every day. He's 6'7". We're gonna have to break his ass all the way down. But no cap though. We jumping all on his ass, pause. We jumping the shit out him. ASAP. We gonna make sure that this nigga can't make it in front of a camera. He could never box again. Oh yeah, we will put the pause all the way on him. I mean, we gonna turn up on that nigga. Jumper cables. All my niggas gonna spark his ass. Jumper cables. Oh God. Oh God. Boxing Jedi salute. Let me throw this joint in the chat real quick. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We've done this a lot. We've done this shit a lot, man. All right, man, let's go, man. Man, good morning to you, my brother, man. Look, man, every day I wake up in the morning to some brand new dumb shit. And it just happens to, you know what I'm saying, transpire. Like, it just seemed like, yo, the day, it's crazy, right? It's crazy, because I had some wild shit going on in my life yesterday, so I couldn't do Reaper Gang Radio. But it so turned out that the day I'm doing Reaper Gang Radio, it just happened to so-called be, you know what I'm saying, the anniversary of Biggie death. Not only on top of that, this nigga just happens to say the stupidest shit in the world right before I do Reaper Gang Radio. Yo, I don't know if y'all been paying attention, but it seemed like every time we do Reaper Gang Radio, somebody say some dumbass shit the night before we about to do that shit. I just can't, man. I swear to God, I'm not making this shit up. All right, my nigga in the building, man. Look, man. Jedi, what's up, my brother?
What's going on, my bro? How you doing, kid? Yo, all I gotta say, we talking Deontay, right? Right?
Yeah, we talking this bitch.
Bro, I got a perfect theme song for him today, kid. Ladies and gentlemen, Sexy Chocolate is going to She's Your Queen. That's what she is, kid. Come on, how you gonna brag about getting your ass beat And then you talking, and then the opportunities were there, brother. Ladies and gentlemen, the opportunities were there for this man to make double digits in the millions, and he decided to make his highest, which was what? 9.5 million, dog. Not even 10. Not even 10. Now 25%, 20 to 25% of that, let's break that down. And who does that go to? Of course, right? Mr. Get Down on It, boom, 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 Mr. Al Heyman, right? So now when you take a clear look at the board, this is exactly what my brother here is saying. My man is braggadocious about getting millions on getting his ass whipping lying. Wow.
Getting his ass whooped. And yo, you want to know the crazy thing is? Shout out to OG Leon Muhammad, man. This what the old head said, man. The old head said,
I love that dude. I love that dude.
Man, great, man. Look, that nigga know more boxing than anything. I call that nigga the boxing whisperer, man. That nigga knows everything. He literally spills dates from fight cards 40 years ago off the top of his head like nothing. This nigga don't carry around no Google, none of that shit.
Nothing.
No tablet, no cell phone. He just spitting that shit off the top of his head, bro.
Word up.
The dude is a fucking G with the shit. But this man straight up said when he was doing the joint with a shoot the 5, he said the nigga and Monster dealt with Shelly. So a lot of that money that Deontay Wilder say he got, a lot of that shit got kicked off to dudes like Shelly Finkel, kicked off to dudes like Al Heyman, and the other fucking legion of fucking booty bandit brigade he got running around with him. Because you can't have that type of stable, you can't have that type of infrastructure, my G, and not think that you're going and not think this dude is kicking out a lot of money, because we gotta be realistic. He never filled up seats. So you know how much money that nigga on the back end? Shit is crazy. Nick Harmer, salute, appreciate you. He said support the real, smash the like for real. Appreciate that, Brody. All right, let me get to the other super chats. I know I passed over some shit. My bad, y'all, my bad. The only real manager on Wilder's team was Luda Bella. And he got fired because he tried to get that man $100 million. And the crazy part about it is, George, they left that nigga on that sidewalk, jumped in a couple limos, made that man get a cab like he fucking Young Jeezy, Jay-Z, and Trey Songz, leaving Nick Cannon on the sidewalk and shit when they was at the radio station.
Damn, son. High and dry ankles, dry knees. My man had to walk it off, kid.
treated that man like Nick Cannon.
Damn, son. Wow.
That shit is hilarious.
Hello, Uber. Yeah, can you come pick me up, please? Yeah. Yo, come on, man. Yo, that what kind of halfway house shit is that, dog? Like, you come, you know what I'm saying? You come out, you're supposed to be the world heavyweight champion of the world. You talk about you want Joshua scared you. Then all of a sudden you fired Lou DeBilla for coming close to making such a lucrative deal, and you're big dummy, right? You could have had 100 mil sitting back right now, bro. Sitting back on it right now. Maybe you would have beaten Joshua, maybe you wouldn't have. But the whole point is you would have been paid, you big roach antenna having ass twerkinator.
That nigga's stupid, man. He hella stupid. He definitely should have took that fight with Anthony Joshua while he could, because Anthony Joshua was no way as defensively responsible as he is right now. So if you were to look at the situation around the time it was supposed to transpire, the way I'm looking at it is he would have had a better shot at landing one of those right hands on Anthony Joshua before he had landed it on Tyson Fury at that time.
Right.
So he would have made more money. So my whole thing is, when you run back and you look at it all, they're saying this nigga worth only like $30 million right now. You turn down 9 figures to be a $30 million nigga. Like it's definitely a big ass economic. You definitely took an economic downslide, my G. I'm talking in a major way. You talking about 70 million? Yo, you lost out on about $90 million.
Bro.
Exactly $90 million.
They had him working 9 to 5. What a way.
And that nigga was Dolly Parton out that bitch. Double dickhead.
Word up, bro. Damn, kid. That's what you call prostitution. Like that's how you put a nigga to work, son. Now it makes you wonder now, bro. Did they have him twerking for his money in the office? Like, you know how they got the casting couch and shit, though?
Man, that's that ritual shit. Got him poking his ass out, and then behind the scenes, you know, them niggas are sticking thumbs in his ass. On my mama. Boy George on the fucking CDs. Wake me up before you go playing ass niggas running around in that junk, man, spinning motherfucking confetti throw.
Never gonna dance again. Guilty feet. I got no rhythm ass nigga. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, son? That's
They had that nigga ass out, foot loose in that junk, man.
Yo, my man was like, he's a maniac. Oh no. Word up, son. My man was waiting for that chair with the water to scratch him on the chest, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. This wasn't no fashion show for you to be wearing no goddamn grandma blouses out this motherfucker, which is a Munda fucking cufflinks, nigga. Nobody told you to come out here with your motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, with your Napoleon complex. Meanwhile, you as tall as the Undertaker and shit, and you out here. But that was the problem. You see, this is how you judge a man, men out here, our friends, our brothers. You know what I'm saying? This is how you judge a man. As soon as a man starts comparing himself to the other man who has more acolytes than him, and he can't come to the fucking facts that, damn, this nigga better than me. So I'm gonna take his shit. That's how you know that this nigga was straight up out of the motherfucking, remember the silly putty eggs, dog? You know how
hell yeah, I used to love them joints when I was a kid.
Bro, with Deontay Wilder's whole career, his nickname is Amoeba, nigga. You know what an amoeba is?
Of course I do. It's a fucking
single cell that has no form, son. This nigga got no form. In the ring, on paper, nigga, anywhere you go, Captain Amoeba, dog.
Man, bro, like I said, man, you looking at like, yo, on my mama, I know niggas around I know niggas from my neighborhood that is 5'2", that's got more heart than this 6'7" ass nigga. This nigga is 6'7", man. This nigga's a 6'7" piece of diuretic shit, dog. This nigga softer than 6'7" piece of baby shit. This nigga is straight pussy. I've never on my mama, I swear to God, I have never met a dude so soft in my life. Yo, Jedi, man, I gotta ask you because I was saying it to myself. You ever heard of a motherfucker gloating about getting their ass whooped?
Not at all.
Talking about they fight purse. You ever heard a fighter doing that shit?
The only time a nigga like me would do that, right? And I'm a civilian. Is if a fighter was to punch me in my face. I'll be like, yo, guess who punched me in my face, bro? Guess who knocked me out, dog? Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? But a professional fighter, though, to come out and say, yo, I got my ass whipped for 9.5 million, my career high. Yeah, yo, I'm your king. Man, you got to be the most feeble-minded, etch-a-sketch using ass nigga, son. Like, for real.
It just show you the character, the backbone of a dude who actually came in this joint trying to be a humble individual, and every little bit of shine that he got, and he never really experienced the bright lights in the big stage. The only taste that he really got of it, it wasn't on, when was the fight? December 1st, the first fight? Correct me if I'm wrong, fight fans. I believe it was on December 1st, the first one, Fury won.
Yes, sir.
That wasn't the big stage. Nope. They still didn't fill out that fucking arena. Nigga, the second fight at Las Vegas, when they did that record-breaking gate, that broke Lewis versus Tyson, that was the big stage. The press conference is when you can't even walk down the damn aisle in the freaking casino because you getting mobbed by fans from the UK. Man, that's the big stage. Man. He was there. And when he felt it, he folded. He couldn't take it. So when you...
No, I'm just saying, my man was blinded by the light. Straight up, yo, the big bright lights and all of the excitement and all the fans, bro. All that pressure was not built for him, son. He couldn't take that pressure, son.
And this is the thing that I have to say with all rationale in the world, to all of you Deontay Wilder fans that always fucking sat up there and just try to beat me on my fucking head. With this bullshit that he's a star, with this bullshit that he's the king of freaking heavyweight boxing and everything, how is it that when he got to the big stage, the lights in front of him, it folded him. It folded him. He couldn't deal with the pressure. So if you in one of those events and you can't even take it, my dude, it just shows you how small and insignificant that individual's career really was. Because it was that small and it was that insignificant. The worst part about it is like, yo, the way you're conducting yourself, the aftermath of his actions was even worse than how he could have ever responded at the end of an ass whooping. I would have expected within the first day, you said all of these crazy ass excuses like, you know, George Foreman was trying to make when He lost to Muhammad Ali trying to make every excuse to himself in the world.
But at least Foreman folded about 2 years later.
Yeah.
Word up. It's like I was just saying to myself, like, you know, imagine what the interview sound like for the rest of his life, kid. It's like, so how did you feel that time when you lost to Tyson Fury? I won't talk about it. I won that fight.
He'll never be able to grow.
It was Mark Breland who made me lose. Like now, that's what it is for the rest of his life, dog.
Now I gotta speak on character. Like, because a lot of this shit is a lot of character deficiencies here. And, you know, I could sit here and we could run them through the mud and we could drag them all day long. But once again, it's always with substance in a sense. When you look at an individual's character and you look at the fact that you've made, the type of money that you've made, you've never learned anything from the loss. Everybody that's ever helped you, you shitted on them. And you still running around out this joint acting like a prostitute, Slim. Like a stripper. You acting like a full-on stripper because you shaking your ass and you showing the cash.
Those are facts.
That's all you doing. And my whole thing is, bro, when your kids grow up and he don't understand what his sons and daughters is going to go through.
Oh,
they can't mention him as a boxer. They better talk about that 15 seconds he was in Billions.
Yo.
Because that nigga, man, they gonna go through it.
Yo, Reaper Gang Radio has been brought to you by Facts.
All the time, man. Dial up them fucking facts, man. Dial up them facts. Because the biggest, I just...
Word up. Like, come on,
I'm trying to look, my nigga. Hell, like, once again, like Jerry Maguire said, help me, help you. Motherfucker, help me, help you. Because here's the thing, dog. I'm truly trying to help you. All of this shit that you doing, none of this shit is going to be conducive to your kids' well-being. It damn sure ain't going to be conducive to your well-being, because if he loses again, man, that nigga liable to kill somebody in his fucking house, man.
Word up. And you know, the sad part about it, if he has a son, right? And even he got to face his daughter. When she comes up with the question, you know what that question's going to be, Mr. Two Hands, my brother? That question's going to be, Dad, what did you mean about you wanted to get pregnant? Right?
Oh,
right?
My God.
All of these things that you have said, you have to face in the future. And these
the sad part about that shit, Jedi, not to cut you off, the sad part about that shit is these motherfucking delusional motherfuckers is actually trying to make this shit a reality right now. They actually believe in dumb shit like this. So it might even, it's going to have more relevancy then. They going to call this nigga Follow Me or some shit like that. Like the Steve. Like the Steve Carell movie.
Word up, son. Like,
oh, Father Mommy.
Father Mama Papa. Word up, son. It's like, yo, like how do you do these things, right? And not take accountability for it. First of all, my man, all right, it's known now, right? We've heard it through the grapevine, but then it's just become the pure truth, bro, that you ain't hit a bag, you ain't do no road work, you know what I'm saying? You ain't hit the mitts. And when we see you hitting the mitts, you try to incorporate the wrong sport with the sport of boxing. You try to do a jab, spin move, and a Hadouken uppercut on fucking mitts, on target mitts, nigga.
The bitch would have been a better breakdance on 145th and Broadway, or the motherfucker would have been goddamn better at dancing with the motherfucking stars, or goddamn he would have been an even better fucking unsynchronized swimmer. I don't know what the fuck to make of this nigga, man.
Word up. And then if you really wanted to go somewhere, do it like we used to do back in the days on 40 Deuce in New York City, nigga. Get yourself a piece of linoleum tile with a cup, nigga, or a hat, and fucking perform for money. I bet you know what I'm saying? I bet you make more money over there than you would in the sport of boxing, because you already done shit at this toilet. Like, yo.
And on top of that, he will be able to salvage whatever sliver of dignity he think is fucking hiding somewhere in the back of his fucking ass, man.
Word up. And as a matter of fact, I got a better job for you, son. Y'all can take this racially if you want, but we always talked about what athlete looks like what athlete. And since you used to like basketball and you look like LeBron James' older brother, motherfucker, go to basketball. Why don't
Hey,
you play basketball?
yo, the nigga was so uncoordinated. This nigga running around the gym like he got fucking fresh fucking fucking deer legs and shit like that, straight Bambi legs and shit on the motherfucking court. I watched this nigga shoot a jump shot. I wanted to get that nigga off the court myself, man. The janitor was over that joint holding the broom, just shaking his head. Like this silly Negro, man. Hoop dreams having ass nigga, man.
That's like this nigga built like it's like a dump truck with Ferrari tires, nigga. That shit don't even out, dog. Word up. That's like a dump truck with Ferrari tires, nigga. How you got Pirellis on him? This nigga got a lion body with Pirelli with fucking gazelle legs, dog.
Nigga got 32s on a Fiat and shit. Nigga, I can only take you north. We can't turn left. We can't turn right, but I can take you northbound, nigga.
Word up. That's like a nigga talking about I can't eat the turns, but I'm an Acura. You know what I'm saying? Like what kind of shit you on, Robert? What kind of shit you on, though? You know how we take you like, remember them little niggas, they used to be like, yeah, I brushed my teeth today. Meanwhile, when a nigga smile, you see all the tartar and shit. Like that's
nigga cheesed up.
That's him. Yeah, I could fight. Next thing you know, he getting fucking buttered, smeared, sauteed.
Throwing that joint from behind his back all the way over his shoulder and shit.
Word up, man. And then you know what was the really sad part? Like he got rid of the people that were good for him. The Bella, fucking Breland, but he kept JD's. And I was saying yesterday, bro, I think JD's has a meaningful relationship with this man, bro. And when I mean meaningful, bro, I'm talking about Hall & Oates type shit.
It's probably a lot of backdoor. It's probably a lot of back doors being slammed over that motherfucker, man.
Word up, my
back doors being slammed like shit over that motherfucker house, and I ain't talking about his mansion.
No doubt. My man was like to JD, he's like, hey JD's, what's up? One-on-one, I wanna one-on-one with you. You know what I'm saying? My man was just wanted slow jams and slow songs.
Let me tell you about my best friend.
Word up.
For real.
Let me tell you about my best friend.
For real.
my man said, yo,
if that nigga Deontay Wilder was if that nigga Deontay Wilder was a my buddy dog, that nigga would be suspended up with a fucking striped shirt sitting in that nigga JD's lap. And believe JD's boinking on him.
No doubt, bro. My man is like back, forth and forth.
Oh shit!
Word up, man. It's so sick, bro. It's sickening, bro. It's like you got rid of Mark Breland, who has been with you all 40 fucking, or should I say 30?
It is the JAYDEAs.
Vaseline City, baby. Roddick City, can't you see? JD's wanna be in me.
Oh man. Yo, he's a disappointment, bro, because I'm just like, yo, you single-handedly could have took what you had. You could have worked with that shit, with your wins and your losses. Like, okay, like you could have just been like, yo, he could have really been quiet and really kind of moved and kind of made something of his career without even like people really making too much noise about it.
Yes.
He jumped out there too fucking crazy after he tasted that first fucking M. Yo, tell me I'm fucking lying. It wasn't after when this nigga was reciting fucking French in the fucking mirror for fucking Bermain Stavern too. I believe it was after this nigga beat Luis Ortiz. Yeah. The post conference, this nigga lost his mind. I mean, when he beat this when he beat this old fucking flapjack face motherfucking pour water on him, Wicked Witch of the West, I'm melting ass nigga. When he beat this old ass turkey neck having ass nigga, dog, his head went through the fucking moon, dog.
Bro, that shit needed its own fucking zip code. It got so swollen, dog. For real. Like you could tell, like, okay, the reason why he got excited, let me debunk that for you, my brother, and everyone else who's, the reason why he got excited was because supposedly at that time, King Kong Ortiz was the boogeyman. Remember that? So since he beat the boogeyman, oh, my hero, you're my, I can be your hero, baby. Right? Like, bro, that's what happened. The little booker, aka the LDBC, fell in love with this man. They were like, oh my God, there's our hero. Let's start pressing black and white photos so that way we can, you know, like that's exactly. They all got on the bandwagon, bro, for no reason. For no reason. Deontay Wilder, you were a scarier, more respected individual when you didn't open that trap jaw of yours, dog. For real, for real. Like when I first saw you, I was like, yeah, this kid's gonna be something, bro. But I just hope that the stars, you know what I'm saying, and the glitz and the glam don't get to him. And what happened, bro? Just like Two Hands said, my man got up and started preaching. Nah, I am the world heavyweight champion of the world. I can beat anybody who comes down my path. You know what I'm saying? Like it's fucking sickening, bro. I am the truth. I am the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. I'm better than Ali. I take Mike Tyson out in '86 and turn him into an empty tube of toothpaste. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he ain't doing
Now motherfuckers understand. Now y'all niggas feel me when I be doing these series and I make the false prophet series and shit like that. Because we all understand what a false prophet is, right? And we all understand that pastors ain't nothing. And a lot of these pastors ain't nothing more than paid pimps, bro. Like, ain't nothing more than paid pimps. So we know his father is a pastor. So we passed that bullshit right down to his fucking son, man. All this blasphemy, this nigga throwing around, this nigga so blasphemous to the world of boxing, it don't make no sense, man. Look, all I know is this nigga need to take his motherfucking ass. He need they really need to do some MK Ultra type techniques on this nigga, man. Like, really warp this man mind, put this man in electroconvulsive shock therapy or something, man. Do some of that old weird medieval shit. Put him under a fucking guillotine. Pretend like you about to chop his fucking head off just to make him start speaking the truth or have a little bit more humility or something, because this dude is getting out of control, man. You flexing on Twitter. This is what you doing as a 33-year-old man that's in the boxing world. You flexing with your 30 mil. Talking about you got 99 problems of being broke ain't one. Well, shit, if you got 99 of them, being broke is going to be the 100 problem, motherfucker. I'm telling you that right now.
Word up. Word up. Hold up. Sending them. Like the fax machine, you get the message. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, son. Come on. Everything that Two Hands are speaking, everything that I'm speaking, everything that every fight fan, our brothers right here, Reaper Gang Radio, everyone in the comment section as well. Everything we're saying is completely correct.
Look, I'm gonna tell you how retarded this nigga is, right? He probably like, anybody that's grew up in the hood, man, or you probably didn't even have to grow up in the hood. So I'm not even going to like make this a hood thing, because it's not that. If you were a kid, when you had a bike, if you know what I'm saying, you wanted a dirt bike. Every young boy wanted a dirt bike. Every boy that had some nuts. They wanted a dirt bike, a four-wheeler or something. When you was on your Huffy or whatever, you realized you could stick the bottle or the can in that motherfucker and it make the man. You know what I'm saying? And you felt like you was riding your dirt bike down the street. That's what this 33-year-old retarded ass nigga is doing in his backyard right now with drool hanging out his fucking mouth, man. That's why this nigga this nigga has lost it, man.
That's true. That's so fucking true, bro. As a matter of fact, let me help you with that analogy. This nigga, everybody wanted Huffies, right? Everybody wanted a Predator bike, a Mongoose. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wanted a fucking a Dino bike. This nigga wanted pink inline skates, and he tried to dress them up by painting them black. Meanwhile, if you really look inside the ball bearings and all the joints, is really pink. This nigga pink underneath, son. Is basically what I'm saying. This nigga Wilder pink underneath, son.
This nigga running around like the fruity nigga with the booty shorts on in Miami with the rollerblades and shit on Black Monday and shit with Don Cheadle.
Word up. Yeah.
I want to break free.
Yup. No doubt, son. No doubt, man. So next time, Wilder, since you like wearing wardrobes and you think this is the WWE and shit, right? Because only they do it right when they come in with all the rhinestones and shit. Rhinestones ain't for boxing, nigga. So next time you come down, we're expecting your theme song to be I feel lovely. I feel pretty. Now you could add a hip hop beat to it. You know what I'm saying? The shit could be like, I feel happy. I feel pretty. I feel lovely and pretty. And also I'm pregnant. Whatever the fuck you want to do, but make sure, my man. Make sure.
Yo, I swear to God, I don't know if that nigga watched Raised by Wolves or something before he said some dumb shit like that, and he thought he could be the fucking android and fucking hope to fucking artificially inseminate his fucking. Oh my God, this dude.
Bro, my man came out and said to Radio Raheem, "We in slavery." Well, you know why? You must have been speaking for yourself because since you bragging about just making $30.9 million your whole motherfucking career, which spanned it in a what? What? How many years this motherfucker? Has it even been 10? Huh? Anybody? Anybody? Has he even hit the prestigious number of 10? No.
No.
You know why? Because they were all set up, Rock. They were all tomato cans, Rock.
Once again,
you almost ate your beans, Rock.
Once again, me and Shorty just got married, man. We hopping in the Elvis colored Cadillac, and all you hear is click, 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 click. Cans kicking like a motherfucker behind that joint. I told y'all that nigga got motherfucking nothing but wedding cans on his record, man.
Clank, 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 plunkers, motherfucker. Straight up, son.
You know it said all of them goddamn tomatoes you was crushing and shit like that. Campbell Soup ain't even had a fucking audacity to give you a fucking deal. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Word, yo, when nobody want to sponsor your shit, dog, you got a problem, dog. But meanwhile,
when you out here promoting, when you out this joint promoting motherfucking press t-shirts that you done made in your fucking basement and shit like that, and then throwing them joints in somebody's outlet store, pretending like you done bought you a bodega spot at the mall, my nigga, slap yourself, my dude. You took something that the world humiliated with you with, which I will give you, and I promise you, he wasn't even smart enough to do that. I'm sure Telly did with her gold digging ass. He wasn't even smart enough to do. He was smart enough to take the Till This Day shit and turn it around and monetize it. But you done turned into some whole other king shit and this and that, and then you throwing these cheap ass shirts up in motherfucking the bodega and stuff trying to sell them. I'm like, bro, you are really building you a motherfucking chitlin dinner kind of fucking career, my nigga.
He said chicken dinner here.
Yo, this nigga is a whole chitlin dinner. Yo, like, on my mama, like for real, Paul, I guarantee you, because you know Al Heyman was one of the big music execs who used to deal with the Aretha Franklins, the Patti Bells of the world, even the Drakes of the world and shit like that. So with him being the music, you know what I'm saying, industry exec and brilliant music mind that he is, man, just take fucking Wilder, man, slick his motherfucking hair back with some conkerling, man, throw him in a motherfucking penguin suit and send that nigga on the chitlin circle with some boxing gloves, and hopefully he can come back richer than Joe Louis.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But no. You know what I'm saying? My man don't believe in DAX. My man don't even believe in TCB. My man believes in motherfucking braids that have been in his hair since the beginning of his fucking career. You know what I'm saying? And I'm more than sure that just like his career is full of all flakes and dandruff, you know what I'm saying? This motherfucker head full of flakes and dandruff. That shit must be driving him crazy. It must be eating through his fucking scalp for him to be thinking so motherfucking infectiously like that. Like, I just don't really understand where this nigga comes off from trying to talk about you come from the cloth of the greats. Nigga, the only cloth you come from any greats is the gooch part of his fucking boxing drawers. Facts. Facts. Because you done polluted this motherfucking sport. We may be kicking jokes now, but now I'm serious. Deontay Wilder, you are the worst heavyweight champion ever. At least Bermain Stavern look better than you. You know why?
You ain't saying nothing wrong. You see it in the description.
Word up. Word up. Word up. And I wholeheartedly agree with you, Doug. Heart and soul, because it's like at least Bermain Stavern look better than you because he lost it in a fashion where he won it in a fashion where it was basically handed down to him, right? It was vacant.
Man, Bermain Stavern fought more credible opponents than Deontay Wilder, man. That's a fact, man.
Boom. You know what I'm saying? So y'all love the Bacud lovers out here, and y'all love the Bacud members out here. Gotta understand, you know what I'm saying, that as stupid as your name sounds like, even though you're trying to acronym the shit, but when you really try to pronounce it, look the Bacud, right? That's how y'all sound. Wilder, right? That's how y'all sound every fucking day, every millisecond of your life. Y'all niggas don't have your own nuts, B. So since you don't have your own nuts, allow me to direct you to where you can gain your nuts. Go to any back of any local fucking car around your neighborhood and a fender, and you know those nuts that hang, my nigga? Take those and staple them straight to your
them big silver jobs.
Word up. Word up. Yo,
them pickup truck nuts.
Word up. Word up. Get yourself some pickup nut trucks, nigga, and staple them straight to your unit.
That's what that nigga whole career is. Pickup truck nuts, bro.
All you PBC,
oh my God.
All you PBC niggas is pickup truck nut eunuchs, bro. All you niggas are eunuchs, bro. Terrence Crawford got your niggas out here at 147 castrated. Like no dick, no ball having ass niggas. Eunuchs, yeah, eunuchs. Joshua and Fury got the whole heavyweight division running like eunuchs. Come on, son. Who you trying to talk to, man? You talking to big nut niggas here. Like, you serious? The fuck out of here, son. He need nut flaps, dog. He need nut flaps. For real. Like,
Man, look, man. This nigga, man, look. Big Gooch Promotions, man. big Goose Promotions or fucking vaginal discharge promotions, man. AKA Midol Squad. AKA Preparation D.
PJ Promotions. PJ stand for Pussy Juice. Pussy Juice Promotions. Word up. Today's Deontay Wilder fight has been brought to you by Pussy Juice Promotions. That's right. Meat secretions. Is your career dry? Well, get yourself some PJ juice. That's right. And your local fucking African breeding store. Because this motherfucker is talking about he the king of Zamunda. You know what I'm saying?
Now I hear you now. In a sense, Ronald Finkley, I hear you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he did take his belt and he defended it. That's something more than Tyson Fury did. And when I spoke on the last year of his the last year we seen this dude before he hopped on the back of a fucking milk carton with a fucking dunce cap on his fucking head. He was fighting credible individuals. Like, there was a step up. You know what I'm saying? He even though he fought Brazil a little too fucking late, he did fight Brazil. It was Tyson Fury fucking twice. And he did fight Luis Ortiz twice. So out of that, you know, I will give him that. But at the end of the day, bro, it's a lot of whole shit in between all of that activity.
Word.
All of that activity. And but it's like if he would have did these things, maybe in his 15th fight, his 20th fight, he probably would be in a much better position he is now. Better than that, all of the perpetrating and all of the faking he was doing, if he would have actually focused on technique behind the scenes, dog, this nigga would be a monster, even with the limited skill set that he would have had, just because of all of his aesthetics and attributes. So it's just like, yo, I can't give this dude no credit for anything he is other than a shit stain and his fucking thong, man.
Yeah.
Like, because he took none of the time, because he was blessed with so many opportunities that he never should have had, because boxing wasn't a place he really found home in. He was windmilling shit and getting it out the way. So it shows you the type of opponents he was fighting. But these dudes still found time, just based off of your looks and off of your aesthetics, to pump millions of dollars into this weird ass fucking project, bro. And they actually made it something. So for you to take that and shit on it and squander it all the way away, that's where my biggest disconnect with the whole entirety of his career, compacted with all of the lies, compacted with all of the disrespect towards the coaches, the disrespect towards the fans, the disrespect towards the legends. Like, yo, if you look at all of the things that I just said pertaining to anything that has anything fruitful to do with us discussing Deontay Wilder, that shit done spoiled, bro. Based on all of those things, bro. You shitting on the legends, you shitting on the foundation we built this sport upon, which is the sweet science, the fundamentals of hitting and not getting hit. You shitting on everybody that has brought you here, and the only two people that he has in his circle that he's kept around are the individuals that never talks and the only person that talks for him. That's a fucking problem. He don't even see the own red flags in his camp. So at the end of the day, you know, I don't know, it's kind of hard to blame a fucking fool if you were born a fool, you know what I'm saying, and nobody ever, you know what I'm saying, showed you how to move. I don't know that. But it's hard with,
hold up, goddamn, hold up, Mr. Two Hands, chew your food. Chew on your food. You breaking this motherfucker up like a jigsaw puzzle, baby. Go ahead.
Man, you got to, because, like, factually speaking, if I'm talking about the sport I love, everything that I have to do when it comes to this sport, dog, I'm looking at kids, bro. I'm looking at full-on kids like Chris Colbert. I'm looking on kids like Ammo Williams. I'm looking at kids, bro, like Teofimo, kids like Ryan Garcia, kids like Hanley, and all of these boys who are itching to do more than you have ever done. And I'm talking about, and shit, it took you about a decade and a fucking half to do it, man.
Damn. So hold on. Let me check this nigga temperature. You all right, Deontay? You breathing? You good? Two Hands ain't fucking you up too much, is he? All right, cool. All right, man, go ahead, bro. I just want to see if he's still breathing, you know? Shit.
Son, like, yo, it's so bad, because it's just like, yo, I know I gotta, like, if I put my self in the shoes of Mark Breland, I could only imagine how tough it was dealing with this motherfucker for all them years.
Yo, I'm more than sure Mark Breland, like every time he didn't listen to Mark Breland, right? Mark Breland in his head is like, you big dumb motherfucker. What you get your shit beaten, bro? And that night in the Tyson Fury fight, he probably was like, man, you know what? I shouldn't even throw this towel, but I'm gonna save this motherfucker life. And who's to know if Mark Breland was gonna leave him anyway? You know what I'm saying? Because it looked like Mark Breland, like the only reason why he was really rocking with Deontay after a certain amount of time where he started acting like a fucking, you know what I'm saying, bedazzled diva is when, you know, he started seeing that. And he probably was tight because you could tell Mark Breland, he looked bored, he looked tired, he looked ashamed, which is the first one.
Think about it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Mark Breland have burning force on his title run?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So he's had a great champion who had to come through when nobody believed that he could do something, who beat immeasurable odds. So if you got a guy, if you go from a dude who worked his ass off to a dude, I think he had Mark Breland and didn't he have Devon Alexander at some point in time? Correct me if I'm wrong. I might be wrong. But if you've had credit, if you come from fighters with heart to go to a dude who is 6'7", who's supposed to be reigning king above in the heavyweight division, and this motherfucker's 1000% motherfucking pink cotton candy in his insides, bro.
Right.
Like this nigga heart is made out of cotton candy. Like, yo, that's got to make you feel some way. Being a 5-time fucking Golden Gloves, 2-time welterweight fucking champion of the world, man, Olympic gold medalist. It's got to make you feel some type of way, because the one thing that makes boxers fucking great, and the one thing that makes boxers hyper appreciate all of the prestige that comes with the belt is all of the hard work they had to put in to get there, because being a champion is never an easy road to follow. So if you Mark Breland sitting in that corner, it's like, bro, the fucking road this motherfucker took to get what he got was so fucking easy, bro. And this nigga is handling like a 1000% bitch, man.
Yup, no doubt. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Brandon Lance, check this out. You say at the end of the day, he put it on the line, right? And we got to address this. He put it on the line 43 times stepping into the ring, was victorious 41 times and had 41 KOs. Now, within that right there, if that's good enough for you, first of all, we all know most of them are propped up. Second of all, which should be first of all, besides the 2 top 10s, how many other top 10s did he fight? This is exactly what we're talking about. This shit was straight up paper mache champion, dog. They molded this nigga. This nigga didn't make himself like Joshua made himself. Like, is it Joshua's fault? Is it Klitschko's fault? I mean, is it Fury's fault that they were able to fight a Klitschko, but the young motherfuckers on Wilder's fucking, you know, pubic jungle of pubic testicle hairs? You motherfuckers want to be swinging from fucking pube to pube, trying to reach I don't know what point of return. You know what I'm saying? Trying to say that this man's a credible fighter. If he was so credible and he was so destructive, King Kong gave him problems. Fury fucked him up twice, and where is he now? Ducking the third fight, talking about Fury, letting the expiration go, talking about Fury did it. Come on, man.
Okay. Let's mirror perspectives here. Okay, you talking about how victorious he was and the things he did and all of his wins. All of them wins are based off who? You probably can't even fucking pronounce more. You can't even pronounce. You probably don't even know more than 3 of their fucking names, because they're absolute fucking nobodies. You talking about this guy who's had an amateur fucking pedigree, who went to the fucking Olympics and got a fucking bronze fucking medal, and he has absolutely no skill whatsoever. Now, if you look at Anthony Joshua, who's had a much more steeper learning curve, who pretty much came out of the same circumstance, who only had like 42 fucking amateur fucking fights or some shit like that, no more than 46 amateur fucking fights, who was a gold medalist, who comes out and he's already fighting the Vladimir Klitschko's in this fucking 17th fight, while in the, what was it, June or July of 2014, I believe, or 2015, Vladimir Klitschko was trying to fight this dude, and fucking what's his name? Shelly Finkel is saying this dude is a baby, and they ain't even going to talk about getting in the ring with Vlad. He a baby? And after his 30-second fight, you calling this man a baby? So you duck Vlad, you duck Anthony Joshua, bro, and you basically fucking hid in the same fucking hole that the American soldier was looking for Bin Laden for a whole goddamn year. Do you know what this dude was doing in his 30? You know what this dude was doing in 20 plus fights, bro?
Nothing.
This man was fighting Jason Gavin in the fucking Malice of the Mall, man.
Ridiculous, bro. Ridiculous.
He was fighting in malls.
Ridiculous. I mean, you just can't go with that where you know, oh, he's getting 43 touches. Because like I said, man, look, and then you said something about his knockout ratio. Not even the legends did it. Let me tell you something. Look at Mike Tyson's knockout ratio. It ain't look at Shannon Briggs' knockout, which used to be the one hit quitter king. You know what I'm saying? After
ask Brandon this. Ask Brandon this. How many top 10 wins do Wilder got? Active. How many active top 10 fighters has Wilder ever beat?
Yep.
That I'm sure you're gonna get crickets out there, nigga.
Oh no, definitely. You're gonna see Jiminy crickets, bro. Going, hey,
Anthony Joshua's basically already knocked over. He's knocked over Andy Ruiz. He's knocked over knocked over Povetkin. He knocked over Vlad. He knocked over Martin. Who he knocked over he knocked over Brazil before Brazil was considered what he was when he got thrown to fucking before he got thrown to Wilder. He's knocked over Dillian White. He's knocked over He's knocked over Kubrat Pulev, just throwing him underneath, throw him in there too. Man, this man has got over fucking like 8 or 9, maybe 10 active top 10 wins. And on top of that shit, he's got more active top 10 wins than any other heavyweight in the division. Nobody's done what this unified champion has done with such a steep learning curve. You know what Anthony Joshua did? He's like a kid. He's like any one of these y'all dudes in the freaking chat that's got a son. You know, when you take him to the swimming pool, what's the first thing he want to do? He don't want to put on no floaties. He don't want to throw on no life jacket. He want to run straight to the deep end. Even if you put on the floaties and the life jacket, he still want to run to the deep end. He want to jump straight in. You got to be like, fall back, son. You don't know how to swim yet. I got to put these, you know what I'm saying? I got to put these on you. He just jumped straight out there in the deep end. You want to know what Deontay Wilder did? He took his fucking pinky toe with fucking pink and purple fucking nail polish on. He stuck it at the tip of fucking a half a foot of water and said, you know what? This is a little too deep.
Yo, hey, yo, Reaper Gang Radio office. Yo, send the facts, bro.
This nigga Deontay Wilder, before he ever touched the pool, that nigga walking out that joint, life jacket and floaties on his fucking arm, man.
Oh,
Wilding like a goddamn penguin into the heavyweight division. Like, look, that guy, I can't fuck with him. But hey, go grab this dude up out of Charlie Sub and shit and bring him in here. I'm gonna knock his ass off.
Word up. And if you take a good look at it, Two Hands, if you take a good look at it, right, when you define and dissect Wilder's career, right, and Joshua's, right, the straps alone, the number of straps that they have besides fighting, you know, the guys in the top 10, right? If you look at the straps alone, it tells you the work rate. It tells you who held those straps, right? Meanwhile, the WBC was this is the straight. You know, I give you all that good pudding. Fuck Bill Cosby, bro. I give you the straight pudding, son. Straight. Check it. This is how thick it is. Y'all need some water. So PBC not only is in cahoots with Golden Boy, they were in cahoots with PBC for making him the WBC heavyweight champion, henceforth stagnating him, and him being a dummy and not really seeing this, and harming his career. Meanwhile, Eddie Hearn was out here telling him, we're taking on all challenges, all title holders, because this is what it's about. And who is the only one that has been holding up unification? The WBC with almost every division, but let's talk about the heavyweight division in particular, right? And then when you add in that last piece of the fucking puzzle that gives you this whole big picture, bro, the bad guys here are the WBC when you really look at it, because they also propagandize and weaponize the heavyweight division and the WBC strap, right, on Wilder. So Wilder was part of an agenda that totally failed them. They told him, take fucking
it was from
Fury.
the agenda like a beginning. We all know how an assembly line works in here, right? We all understand how assembly lines work. So in knowing how assembly line works, okay, let's look at Wilder like he's fucking coming off of Mattel's assembly line. Right. Now, we know Mattel makes Barty. So you take this nigga head, they pop the blonde head on, they pop the little feminine ass arms on his ass, they pop the motherfucking little fucking Bambi legs on his ass, the heels, the dress, all of that shit, box him up in a plastic box, threw him out there, you know what I'm saying, had him sucking Mauricio Suleiman ass to get the WBC belt off of a Romain Stefan, who shouldn't even have had a WBC strap. I'm telling you, they took advantage of a division that was dead. Dead at that time. Dead.
Yo, straight facts.
Both of the Klitschko's left such a hole in the heavyweight division, how they was beating everybody's ass. There was nowhere for it. It really didn't have no sense of recovery for a minute. Like, it was like, who is it going to be? The world was just clamoring for some guy to be in there. And then, you know the powers that be. They like, oh, we got it. Let's just grab any 6'7" basketball playing looking motherfucker that switches his motherfucking hips, walk with a limp, and got a motherfucking a dip in his wrist. And let's just throw him in this joint. And let's try to make him what we can make him. Man, this dude got the fucking chin of glass Joe. He got fucking Bambi fucking legs, man. And this nigga is real loose at the waist, man.
And he got the motherfucking Joe's apartment roach antennas too. Let's not forget that. You know what I'm saying? You know, he rocking with those. But meanwhile, you got warriors. Calling niggas out, right? You got Crawford. You got motherfucking AJ, right? Fury sometimes, right? This is exactly the call that these motherfuckers fear. They fear this call, Two Hands. What up, Crawford and the big boys be like, you know what I'm saying? To PBC, they be like,
warriors
all day.
Come on, play. Yeah, all of that. The whole time that nigga finding some little abandoned cradle to fucking hide in the back of some fucking bitch.
Word
this
up,
nigga
man.
looking for an abandoned crib to hide in. As soon as Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury coming out and playing shit like that, even Povetkin, yo, how come everybody just swept? And this is the thing, man. This is how the fake media really grabs casuals right now, because you see how the LDBC got all of these dudes, got all of these subscribers and stuff like that. They took advantage of a lot of casuals in boxing who really don't know. They took advantage of a lot of casuals in the sport right now that was really suffering for some real dudes to come through and really split it down the middle, and they got a hold of them before real ones jumped in the game. But that's all right, though. You know what I'm saying? We about to reel it back in order. Whoa. But nobody is talking about the fact that this nigga was supposed to fight Alexander Povetkin. Povetkin A sample came back, but his B sample was cleared, though. He still ain't fight him. But you gonna turn around and say, oh, because of fucking Ortiz's daughter, you felt like you gonna give him an opportunity with the PEDs. Soon as Dillian White, so-called, got popped dirty, but Vada said he wasn't dirty, what did he do? This nigga went on this whole campaign. I know it was dirty. Blah, 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 blah. Dillian White ain't nothing but a cheater. He could never beat me. Dillian White just easy for me. He easy. I destroy him. But you the same dude that said he'll freeze him out for 2 years. So it just shows you the type of cowardice this dude got, man.
Bro, yo, for real, man. Peace to Johnny boy who just joined us. Peace to you, my bro. Yo, check this shit out, bro. This is what your niggas be on, son. Yes, you're scared of this. Yeah, you're scared. Yeah.
Come out to play.
Yo, PBC. Yo.
Warriors, come out to play.
Word up. Like, you know, you're scared of the calls. Like, y'all love saying that, but when the Warriors come out and they be like, where's the contract? Let's do this. Oh, and speaking of that, y'all heard, right, that Tank Davis like started some whole shit with Prograis yesterday, right? Talk about I'll knock this bum ass nigga out. Prograis,
wow.
Yeah. So Prograis came out of nowhere and told him, he said, listen, you little fat nigga, I'll beat the shit out of you. I'll fuck you up so bad that you need a restraining order. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of a fact, you know that Floyd ain't gonna let me near you. So stop talking that shit. If you're really real about it, let's not go back and forth and send something, dog. Otherwise,
man, he better not ever mention Rougarou in his life. He better not, I repeat, he better not ever mention Rougarou in his life. See, this is the type of stuff he does. He tried to play that same game when Josh Taylor just wasn't no straps to 140. See, the thing about Tank is he's a fat dude that stuffs his fucking face with Twink. He's got the white cream sitting on the side of his face. He's got fucking zebra cake for waist. And all he does is sit there and he want to talk while he's sitting in goddamn briefs and he's dancing with goddamn tap shoes on in front of Instagram and shit, looking like a goddamn retard, man. This little freaking 5'4" goddamn Baltimore Cabbage Patch Kid, I don't even even know what to do with this fat, light-skinned piece of shit, man.
All right,
All he do
I'll
is
help
just
you
talk
out.
and cloud chase. Every time we get in the public, if somebody do something or they about to make something happen, all he doing is talking. Like Rougarou at 140. You was overweight at 135 and Gamboa ran you to 12.
Word up. My man looked like one of them little, you ever been to Chinatown, son, and they got them little fat Buddha statues in beige? You know what I'm saying? That he looked like a beige Buddha statue, bro, dancing in Speedos, thinking that is cool, right? And then you got the fucking grandma house slippers on and you stepping and shit, right? Meanwhile, niggas out here hitting the bag and hitting real footwork, and your whole footwork consists of bachata and all that other shit, which makes no motherfucking sense. I mean, Tank Davis, let's be for real here, bro. Are you a champion, son, or are you a fucking Cabbage Patch Kid? Which one are you?
Remember them, damn, I'm trying to think of the name of them dogs, but you a wrestling head. You still a wrestling head right now. I fell off of wrestling.
You talk about the wrestling. You talk about the wrestling buddies.
Remember the little wrestling dolls back in the day? The joints, they was kind of like Cabbage Patch dolls, but they was just all stuffed, and they was like 3 feet tall or something like that.
Motherfucking wrestling dummies, dog. This
yeah, that's exactly what that nigga looked like, a little fat ass wrestling dummy, man.
Word up, son. My man's a wrestling buddy, son. Yo, I mean, look, Tank Davis, look. Just because you rolling with Mayweather doesn't mean like you come from the same cloth as Mayweather. You feel what I'm saying? Just because Mayweather's in your corner promoting you, which is like 1/3 of the time that he's supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, for Christ's sake.
Look, look, Jedi, Mayweather already done gave up on trying to get this man the green print because he completely shitted on the green print. You ain't even running with the green print. These dudes having to take their freaking Timberland boots, put them all the way to your back, and kick you like Leonidas in 300 just to get you to perform. Just to get you to go to the gym. You just out here flexing and fur coat sweating your ass off in Atlanta.
Word
you
up.
Goddamn idiot.
Word
You're
up.
not making nothing of yourself. And at the same time, you jealous watching them train Devin Haney, because the one thing about Devin Haney, we know he always going to be in the gym. He always going to work. You never going to catch him too far from weight or out of shape. But every time you look at Tank, you find that nigga fucking Lamborghini parked outside of a Jack in a Box. You find it over at Sonic's. You find his Mercedes Sprinter parked at any goddamn All-American buffet you can think of. Goddamn Sizzler.
Get him. Yo, let me tell you something. Yo, I just found his next.
That nigga look like the star off the fucking Carl's Jr.
Word up. Yo, I just found the theme song, his new theme song, bro. I found the new song that he's gonna walk down the aisle to, bro. You want to hear it? A sneak peek? You want to hear it, Two Hands?
Of course I do.
Bro, it's fire though. I gotta give it to him. Check it.
Life is like a hurricane. Duck bird, race cars, lasers, airplanes. It's a duck blur. That's all a mystery. Or rewrite history.
DuckTales! Woo! Nigga, you ducking, son. Man, you ducking everybody, son. You part of the TMT limbo stick, man. Straight up. You niggas is getting low, son. I don't see nobody. Nigga, you crazy. You fucking with Two Hands and Baba Yaga, bro. We fucking you. We can see clearly now. Your shit is gone. You crazy, son. You crazy. Y'all niggas is all about this, bro. What up, son? Well, don't have us at you, dog. The last thing you want to do is make us. Shit. We will put you back in the womb you got spit out of, dog. Like, you have no idea, son. The power, the ultimate warrior. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I'm feeling it right now, bro, and I'm ready to get into these PBC fights.
Man, look, man, it's a lot of dudes in boxing that I got a lot of respect for, a lot of young cats. You know, like, we'll run through it again, like, you know, the TFE moves, you know what I'm saying, the Ryans, the Devins, you know what I'm saying, the Joshua Buatsis, you know, the Lawrence Okolis of the world, you know, the dudes like that, you know, the Chris Colberts, you know, the Ammo Williams, the Osa Jones, you know what I'm saying, the dudes coming up, the Mario Barrios, you know what I'm saying, the cats is really out here, you know, the Virgil Ortiz, going out here, getting it in. Not no freaking Oh my God. Fucking not Jigglypuff.
Jigglypuff,
Not Jigglypuff.
Jiggly out here talking, bro. Jiggly out here talking about, yeah, I beat this bum nigga ass. Progress is far from a bum, you fucking short afro styled fucking, you don't know which color you want to be in between beige and raspberry beret in the face ass nigga. Like, you talking shit about a dude that'll catch a multiple homicide on one body, dog. Compared to you.
Man,
This
look.
nigga Progress will knock motherfucking Leo Santa Cruz out with a fucking sneeze, dog.
Easy. The crazy thing about Rougarou is, you know, that ain't even a good style for Tank, because Rougarou likes to set. Rougarou don't really like to use a lot of movement. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's gonna be there. He's gonna be there in all of the spots that Tank don't want him to be in, and he's gonna be punching his ass, punching the shit out of him. Tank will never make it up 140 unless y'all niggas look. If Tank go to 140, y'all might as well say we're gonna see the reincarnation of the light-skinned butterbean. Plain and simple. The reincarnation of the light-skinned butterbean. That is exactly what it's gonna be.
Or Broner 2.0. Think about this, bro. We caught these motherfuckers kissing each other on the cheek one time. I know y'all didn't forget that shit. Oh, y'all forgot? Y'all forgot that him and Broner kissed on the cheek, shit on they did it for the gram. They did it for the gram. Yeah, man. Them niggas was all up in each other's motherfucking cheeks, you know what I'm saying? And I'll probably later on in the cheeks below the waistline, but on camera, they were on, you know, the cheeks, you know, from the neck up. And we saw that. And that's his protege. That's Broner's protege. Bottom line, that is Broner's protege, dog. He's gonna be a Broner 2.0 at 140.
Let's just look at the domino effect of Adrian Broner hanging out with Errol Spence, Robert Easter, and Tank Davis. Look at what all those individuals have in common. Even Errol Spence, tragedy befell to all of those individuals' career on some sense. Some of them they can salvage it better than the others, like Errol, you know. Yeah. But luckily, Errol got lucky by the hair of his chinny chin. I mean that. Or like literally, I don't know if that dude teeth was. I don't know if that dude teeth had, you know what I'm saying, inflatable gear inside them joints or something to bounce his head up on the
has safety bags in them, son.
But look at Robert Easter. Look at the fall of Robert Easter and all of his cocky shit. Look at the fall of Tank Davis and how he ballooned up in weight. Like, look at Adrian Broner and his fall. Look at all of them. You know what I'm saying? Turn around. You want a boot. You want a butt hump. You know what I'm saying? The boy Marcos Maidana, but you the one end up getting butt plugged at the end of the joint, smacked upside your head, arms flailing outside of the ropes. You know what I'm saying? Pancakes between your ass. Like, at the end of the day, it don't look good for any of these individuals. So I try to tell people, like, yo, you only as good in boxing as the company that you keep. And if any boxers is listening to this real rap, this ain't, yo, we only run down the ones that ain't doing what they supposed to and put themselves in position to be talked about like this. But all of the real ones, we rep y'all the right way. That's why I always say, and I repeat this time and time again on the show, if a boxer want to know what does it take to be consistent, to be, you know what I'm saying, to potentially be a champion, you need to follow Andre Ward's 10 Commandments of boxing, bro. And you will never lose.
Word. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to say that most of you motherfuckers right now in your boxing careers, and most of you fight fans that are just following this, you know, not only is the fighter there, so are you. And you know where you are? Y'all niggas are sitting on the dock of the bay, watching all of the ships sail away. Ain't doing shit. Doing shit in your career.
JD is carrying the goddamn on lunch pail. He carrying the red and white checker mat and all of that stuff out that junk.
Word up. With the icy hot. Ready to fucking massage.
JD's got the Velcro shoes on and the gray PE sweats, taking them boys out to the beach and stuff like that. Oh.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Oh man, look, the bodyguard protocol is so real, man. Yo, you want to know what's crazy? Here's another topic too, man. David Benavidez just came out, man, and you know what I'm saying? He said he got a fight. I believe he fighting Robert Ellis, right? I think his next fight is gonna be against Ellis.
Yeah.
He came out and he said something like, yo, that's the only fight that he could get. Everybody he tried to make fights with Edgar Berlanga. He said he tried to make Edgar Berlanga. He tried to make a fight with Jose Usakagi, everybody. He said, man, that was the only fight that he could get at 168. So that makes me think, like, yo, What is this, man? What is up with these 168-pound fighters? I'm not talking about, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, Caleb Plant, this dude is a 100% joke. Like, you mean to tell me that you couldn't find somebody better than Caleb Trax, who was passing out trying to make the freaking match with Angulo? You couldn't have found somebody better than that? Now, if he would have fought David Benavidez, he would have actually made some money. But you know why you didn't want to fight David? You didn't want to get knocked out, humiliated, or risk losing your little IBF belt because you ain't try to form none of the other belts together like Voltron since you had it, bro. You run down this list, man. That joint is 1,000%, 400-pound, fucking 105-degree weather ass cheeks, bro.
Word up. And let me tell you something. Even if we look at motherfuckers like Ray Mercer, Tommy Morrison, you know what I'm saying? You know, we can also go to Bone Crusher Smith. We could go. You got to understand, man. Like fellas like that for, you know, in the heavyweight division, you know, even though they had short-term title reigns, some of them didn't even have them. It's just they were so competitive and so, you know what I mean? So damn, what's that word? Acclimated. They were acclimated with the sport. You know what I mean? So when you look at these guys, can you actually stand on certification for these dudes? It's like we're sitting at a mob table, right? Right? And a big mob captain tells you, you vouch for Wilder, you vouch for Tank, or any other fucking guy out there, you vouch for this, you put your life on it.
You ain't a boxing fan.
Exactly. No. The whole point here is this is a choice of life and death since you're in this family called boxing. So now
I see where you're going with.
Now they're asking you, you willing to put your life, which is your boxing reputation, right, in real life. But I'm just saying, you willing to put your life and your word and vouch for these gentlemen that aren't doing shit? Are you sure? Because you know you're gonna die. And that's what's happening here. People are putting their boxing reputations and their fandom all on the fucking line, their boxing knowledge all on the fucking line, knowing that we are going to eliminate you like a process. Simply because processes are meant to be handled. That's all you guys are, a process. Real fight fans like these gentlemen here, you know what I'm saying, and guys that don't instigate and just keep it boxing, you guys got to understand, you are the key to this. You are the
absolutely, man. I keep telling them, man, y'all the key, man. Y'all the key to save all of this shit, man. It's like, yo, we can only do so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, mainstream media got to do a lot more too. But you know, they in the back pockets, kind of like how, you know what I'm saying, certain powerful people will pay certain news outlets when they get dirty information on them, you know, to keep running ads, you know, for them to keep running, you know, new articles in they magazine or, you know, or they news. At their news station, shit like that. So, you know, it's the same thing with boxing, man. These dudes are so entrenched with their relationships, you know, we never gonna get the truth. That's why it's on us to drag them. It's on the fans to drag them because consistently, you're not getting the fight you want. Every single fight that you watch is about as lopsided as a table sitting on 3 legs, man.
Word up. And I just want to say real fast, man. Real fast, bro. Mr. Two Hands. I'm gonna need you to reload your clip, dog.
All right, I'm throwing in. Fuck that. I'm taking the 45s out and I'm throwing the 7.62s in right now. I got the 50 clip, got the banana on me. I'm ready to go. Kalashnikov ready.
No doubt. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, we're gonna reload because this is exactly what we're talking about here. We gotta shoot motherfuckers down. You know what I'm saying? So let us reload right quick. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. All right, here we go. All right.
Pistol grip pump in my lap at all times.
All right. Hold on. Here. All right, that works. Let me see this one here. All right. Okay, we good. Hold on.
Okay, we locked in.
All right, check.
Okay, we reloaded.
Okay, I'm reloaded. All right, check this shit out. The difference between Errol Spence Jr. and Terrence Bud Crawford. Okay, I wanna straight up Alex Murphy murder this shit. Like,
ooh, it's about to get ugly.
All right, exactly. And we all saw Alex Murphy's motherfucker, aka RoboCop's death, right? We got to shoot the hand off and all that. So, look, you got a man who has done in a so-called era where they weren't able to unify or close a division, right, and fight number ones, right, and fight mandatories, right. They said no one could do it. They said no promotion was able to find any or be able to sign any fighter like that was able to do it. Terrence Crawford achieved that 135. close the division at 140, here at 147, and motherfuckers are hiding from him, like if they owe him something and they just don't want to pay up. And he told them, next time I see you, I'm gonna put my whole foot in your ass, right? Now you got Errol Spence Jr., who what? Campaigns at 147, started at 147. What has he done?
What have you done?
Right? Think about this. Think about this. Now,
what have you done, Big Teeth?
Exactly. Yo, chiclets.
Face?
My man got chiclets. Yo, National Geographic nipples. What have you done?
My underwear's like a box of chocolate ass nigga.
What have you done, right? And then now, let's go into the heavyweight division. Here's the difference between Anthony Joshua, and here's the difference between the twerk captain that we were speaking, the twerk general, right? Wilder. Okay, Wilder has one strap. It took him how many fights to get that strap? But yet he complains that it took Anthony Joshua 15 or 16 fights to get his. Everybody's bitching about why he fought Charles Martin. First of all, the same people that are bitching and asking that question, you should be asking yourself a question if you're trying to defend Wilder as to why didn't Wilder fight Martin? He had an opportunity, but right? So then right, exactly. And right now, where he at? Right now. Where's this bitch ass boxer called Wilder? Right? He nowhere.
Both situations, he was on that side of the street. Back when Martin had the IBF, and right now, why he doesn't have the IBF, but you know what I'm saying, he got his gold teeth on the line.
Exactly.
All I'm saying is he's had the opportunity to fight him twice. He's priced himself out. He's pricing himself out, from what I hear, against him right now. And in the first fight, he completely ducked that joint like prairie dog shit.
Exactly. Right? And then thanks for that grenade, by the way. We took out like 20 motherfuckers. We got to go for the next 80, right? And here goes the next 80, the fucking casualties. So then you got some shit now, right? How's it looking, General? It's looking good? It looking good, General?
It's always looking good, my G.
Okay, so no doubt. Good. Thank you for the status report, right? So now when you take a look at Anthony Joshua, who guys hate because they wish that Wilder was fighting like Joshua, right? Just like guys that hate Crawford wish that Errol Spence was fighting like Crawford, right? So now when you look at the resumes and who has he fought, top 10s, and I think they only have 2 opponents in common who watched who quicker and better fashion. Think about this. The straps alone show you the progress in within, you know what I'm saying, within this champion. So
motherfuckers like triangle theories, right? Go ahead and school them in.
You know what I mean? So when you go out here, right, like a blind swordsman with no skill, but the reason why you're called a swordsman is because, number one, you called yourself a swordsman, and 2, you're donning a swordsman, but it doesn't mean that you're a fucking swordsman, right? It comes to a point now that you guys are swinging air, right? Your only casualty is fucking H2O and fucking CO2, niggas. Like, think about this, bro. You swinging that air, hitting water. We catching bodies. Everybody
you put Cuba Gooding Jr. on Boys to Men right after that cop said, "Oh, you think you tough?"
Exactly, dog. So, you know, little nigga,
I'm tired of this shit.
Word up, little nigga. Chill. The facts are out there. I put them out there just like that. So easy, bro. I put a scope on for you niggas. Now shoot straight with it. Shoot straight with it, dog. One more time. Shoot straight with it. Ooh, yeah. Shoot straight. Yeah. Straight to the heart. Dig it. Like, hit these niggas with facts. You have to. Because I'm tired of these motherfuckers putting on masks and then talking about, yeah. But then it's really, no. Bunch of en vogue ass niggas. What's wrong with you motherfuckers, B?
If you look at both of those individuals, you know, if you look at Errol Spence and you look at Deontay Wilder, both combined, and to be perfectly honest, outside of Errol Spence unifying, you know, they fought the same, you know what I'm saying, the same caliber opponents. Really. You know what I mean? The only difference is Errol Spence is a unified champion right now. But if you look at Errol Spence is a freaking dude who looks like an anorexic toothpick, you know what I'm saying, with his whole freaking skull sunk, with all his skin sunk in his face. Dude looked like the damn Crypt Keeper every time he showed to a weigh-in at 147. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm watching freaking Tales from the Hood or some shit like that, or it's a late night at HBO in the early 90s. Like, for real. Dude looking real bad. It take him, you know what I'm saying? Just like, man, shout out to Biggie, the death anniversary of Biggie's death. You know what I mean? Shoot, every time he step up on the chair, that joint saying, "Errol, give me one more chance."
Word up. Word up, kid.
It's a damn shame. This dude running around here acting like, you know what I'm saying, what is Crawford selling? Man, Crawford done ran through multiple divisions, dude, and you can't, you know what I'm saying, you hoping to run through some Zuma or some shit like that, clean out your colon just so you can make weight.
Bro, we just killed these niggas. Can we have a moment of silence for these niggas we just aired out?
Here's another thing. These two clowns have been saying since about 2018 collectively, Wilder since about 2015, I'ma fight this dude, I'ma fight that one, I'ma get back to it this year. Yo, for all of you fans of this dude, y'all gonna keep saying they gonna get back to him. Yo, I swear to God, you would think they damn receptionists or some shit like that at a damn office and shit like that working for a goddamn boss or something like that. The way they say, let me put you on hold, I gotta get back to you in a minute. Real spill, because that's all they tell y'all every year. Hold please, I'll get back to you in a minute.
Yup. It's to some shit, bro, that it's you know, it's ridiculous, man. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous, and it just gets to a point, man. Look, I don't know who this is trying to impersonate.
Is it Mandana? Not now.
Not
That's
now.
what I'm trying to figure out. Is it man down? No, sir. Not now.
Not now. Not now. It ain't no man down. You know what I'm saying? It's more like man drunk and driving into a motherfucking curve at 186 miles per hour, inebriated. If that's the type of man you talking about that was down. But ain't nobody down. Listen, man, we know who you are as the fighters that are doing the legacy fighters. We want you to get your money, but we want you to fight for your money. We don't want you to be laying down. Man, you know what these motherfucking PBC fighters are to us, bro, and the rest of these niggas that's throwing fights, bro? You know what it is? They're in our house, right? And because they're part of boxing, meaning a relative, right? It's like you know, when you have somebody staying with you and you know they got a problem, right? But and then after a while, it gets to you, it gets on your nerves, and you're like, yo, y'all got to start finding a way out of here to get your own. Right?
Yeah, man. Like, look, man, McDonald's, Wendy's, you got to hit McDonald's, Wendy's, Jack in the Box, something. They all hiring out this joint, man.
Word up.
Word up. Do something with yourself, but you got to get the fuck up out of here.
Word up. Gotcha, bitch. Word up, man. You motherfuckers are crazy, bro. You know, and back to Javonta. Let me tell you something. I would love Pagreus. I would love Pagreus, bro. And him to get it on, so that way Pagreus could completely expose this kid, dog. I mean, completely. I'm talking about titties in the wind exposure, dog. I'm talking about ass cheeks exposed because the wind is blowing on some crazy shit. Like, really exposed, bro. Exposed. I mean, this is the only thing we can pray for. Not for a downfall, but since you're talking all this shit and you're selling us a lie, the lie might as well bring you the inevitability. You know what I'm saying?
Automatic. I swear. You know, it's so bad that, you know, fans are so weak and can't even think for themselves. They just believe in whatever is said on Twitter. You know, you can sit up here and watch this. You can watch this dude Errol play duck, goose his whole life and still defend him. You can watch freaking Wilder sit there and shadow box in the corner of his crib and you still defend him. I don't understand it.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. And if I may, give me 1 second. And if I may, Mr. Two Hands, can we touch on this topic? Because I really wanted to get your insight on it.
Anything, dog. This Reaper Gang Radio. You know who the other host is. Let's get it.
No doubt. Now, we thank you, my brother. Now, you know that we all have respect for Top Rank and Bob Arum because of the great fights and legendary fights that he brought us, that we speak across the debate tables to this day. You know what I'm saying? But the problem here is it's come to fruition, bro. Like, we know this now that he tried to, you know, really throw threats out there, do it the old school way, and intervene in Teofimo's you know, fight with Kambosos. Now, how do you feel about that? Because me personally,
who the fighter we were talking about again?
Kambosos and Teofimo, that situation
okay.
with Arab, you know, and we know that
Arab situation.
Yeah, we know that I think it was a phone call or email was produced with evidence that he
right. Where Bob Arum tried to go behind him after the purse bid was going through, trying to tell Eddie not not to put in a purse bid for Teofimo, right?
Yeah, right. So it's like at first I looked at it as he tried to tell Eddie Hearn, look, don't do it because we got to work on the super fight, which is much more money, right? When he told him, I think it's a big mistake if you do it. That's what I thought he said.
Right.
But he didn't only say that. This nigga, we had no knowledge that he sent an email with more words. So I have to really, as a man, and as a fight journalist / videographer, son, I have to really correct this, and I have to take responsibility for it simply because
that's what real men do.
No doubt, because I did not know that Aram actually went out on a limb and sent more words. I thought he just told him just that, like, yo, it's a big mistake if you do that. You know what I'm saying? I thought that's what he said in short term, speaking terms as to a promoter, telling him, bro, we got to get big. That's what I thought. But
he was low-key threatening that man, basically trying to use Tyson Fury's fighter, Tyson Fury, or his co-managed fighter, Tyson Fury, his leverage, trying to keep them boys from putting a purse bid deal in. But my thing is, if you don't even think your own fighter was worth it, then he has every right to go in the purse bid. Why can't the zone or anybody else see it's worth it? It ain't my fault that you tighten ass.
Yeah, and look, I'm not gonna call Bob Arum a crook. I'm not gonna call him a thief because I understand.
I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, because I understand that he's worried about his investment. He probably said, "Damn, now this kid is gonna ask for a way out of it." Regardless, that's what it's come down to because of the snake move you did. So you did it to yourself, Arum. But now you can't blame the kid, and I don't blame the kid for trying. At first, I did because, like I said, I thought it was on some shit where he's like, "Oh, you don't want to pay me? Then regardless, I'm gonna go out and get mine," which you do have a right. And Bob Arum should have shut the fuck up and took his 20% off of this doing nothing. But at the same time, Bob Arum is not about that. I know where he comes from a little bit. When he comes out, when he did this, it's more like him saying, look, this is my fighter. This was supposed to be my fight. Anybody fucking touches this, we got a problem. And I understand that, but this ain't the old school way anymore. It's not like that, Mr. Arum. You got to understand that now everything can, it's arbitrated. You can be taken to a fucking arbitrator and they can clean house on you, which is what's happening now. You should have said,
See, and I understand Bob Arum's way of thinking because if you think about it, he's dumped so much money into Teofimo Lopez and all of his fights and all of the advertising and everything that they've had to do for Teofimo not to get a fucking dime back from him. The $800,000 is probably the biggest blessing that he could get from Teofimo. And honestly, until Teofimo probably raised his star status, I would continue to be okay with receiving purse bids from him, especially with the climate that boxing is in right now. I would have just kept it on hush mode. I would have kept it on hush and just took my bread. You talking about you got $800,000 just for letting that boy go, just for letting that boy go across the street for a second.
Yep. You know what I'm saying? And I think he knows that, this is a very sensitive issue, especially with this shit going down where you got some bullshit pandemic going down and, on some political agenda shit. And then
you already know I'm here.
Yeah, and it's fucking with the money. You know what I'm saying? So now it's on some shit where you're like, damn, man, I'm going to lose my fighter now. I'm going to lose my fighter. The fighter who beat, my top fighter at the moment, besides Tyson Fury, has become the top fighter now. And now he's leaving me. That's your fault, Arum. You should have just shut the fuck up. You should have taken your 20%, doing nothing. And I understand your work ethic. I know you want to tell, but still, sometimes you got to do that. I mean, you went around telling Oscar De La Hoya and other people the same thing. Right? Or did you say that to suit you, whatever benefited you at the time to make you look into that light that you were the master Jedi of fucking promotions? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I love you.
And here's the deal, right? Yeah. I honestly don't think Bob Arum truly gets it. I don't think he gets this whole social media era. Of course he doesn't. Even though he's highly involved in it, you got other people around there working it for him, leading them to the links and all of that thing. I don't think he understands how this works. Bro, these ain't the times where you can send an email out there, whatever, and not expect that stuff to get out to a world. Information travels as fast as you click the enter button.
Right.
Clearly. And
exactly.
you doing things and you saying all of these things, bro, and you're not reeling the repercussions of what you're saying because, hey, once you put that information out there, the whole world is going to get it. It's a new time in boxing to where, you know what I'm saying, like the the way promoters used to do it, and the money that you used to invest in a fighter, and the loyalty that you expected to get back. Oh no, these young dudes are trying to take more of a position of their career because they looked at the old ways, and now they're trying to find a new way. So within them finding a new way, Bob Arum, you're gonna have to jump up out of that old way, even though you're doing all of the interviews and stuff like that. Look, man, conflict of interest, breaching contracts is a conflict of interest in a breaching the contract. So at the end of the day, when it comes down to the fact that I know you ain't make nothing off this dude, I know he doesn't have the star power, he isn't bringing in the the money like he believes egotistically that he is right now. But at the end of the day, while it is business, this is show business at the end of the day, this is sports entertainment at the end of the day. You gotta understand, bro. You're winning regardless. You got Naoya Inoue, you got Josh Taylor, you got Terrence Crawford, you got Arthur Beterbiev, you got a whole shitload of fighters over there. Great fighters. So at the end of the day, within understanding that, fuck that investment, man. Fuck it. Let him go and do what he's going to do so it don't come back on you. Because when it come down to it and it doesn't go the way it's going to go, all you need to say is, I told you so.
Word up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. People have to understand what we're watching now. It's boxing, but at the same time, it's a money chase, right? It's a big money grab, and us fight fans are in the middle of that because we are generating. If there was no middle, there would be no bridge. This shit would not work. You know what I'm saying? It would not work. So the power is really within us. The power is our money, our fighting, right? Because I know you motherfuckers are tired of putting in overtime just so you can have money to watch some shit. And I know you didn't want, and you're looking at this shit like, yo, this shit was so lackluster. I just put in those 16 hours so I can have my drinks, my little party food for this little fight party, and for the pay-per-view as well. And this shit was dry as fuck. What the fuck? This is not what they advertise. I know card is subject to change, but damn, nigga, the whole card fucking changed, nigga. Like, what the fuck? Why put some? A lot of false advertising. We're going under. A lot. I mean, look, this is something that people have to actually take a look at, man. Okay? Boxing, at least, right now, we're settling.
Talk to him. Talk to him.
We're just settling. We're settling for less. And it shouldn't be this way. Remember when, I think it was 2 years ago, boxing started getting a pulse? Why do you think boxing started getting a pulse? Because we started kicking and screaming real loud and started holding out a lot of money. That's why they lost a lot of money in apps, because we were like, fuck you, you ain't getting shit. All of a sudden, they mentioned 2 or 3 fucking good fights, and your fucking Twinkies get swollen and wet, and you want to fucking sit on the next fighter dick. No. Okay, you gave us 2, you gave us 3. Now give us 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, keep it coming, because that's the way I see my money. My $49.95, $59.95, $69.95, $75.95. I mean, all of that 95 shit, HD. That's time that we're taking out of our lives to make sure that you guys are good, and to make sure that you deliver a product. As of late, you have not been delivering a product. You have not. If this was some mob shit, if this was some anything like that, bro, you guys would have been eliminated a long time ago. You wouldn't even exist. Your whole
been eliminated, or eradicated, eviscerated. They would have been every bit of aided.
Word up. If this was Star Wars, nigga, we the rebels, you the Empire, you lost, nigga. Fuck Darth Vader, fuck Palpatine, boom, bang, fuck them, dead. Y'all niggas are gone. Like, you gotta understand, But before we go any further, let us take you to a quick Reaper Gang Radio commercial break. Get Canelo Alvarez's clenbuterol chews. That's right, Canelo Alvarez's clenbuterol chews. If you want to get under any type of drug test, you want to look good and fit into any weight, 160, the 155 Ghost Division, get Canelo Alvarez's clenbuterol chews. Made from wombat piss and octopus pussy secretions, it'll have you looking lean. Wepa! That's right. Get your Canelo Alvarez's clenbuterol chews at your local GNC. Now available carne asada And now back to Reaper Gang Radio with Mr. Two Hands, and the Boxing Jedi.
And there you have it, folks. Look, at the end of the day, man, and then see, these are the things that, people have a problem with. And these are the things, subscribers, will unsubscribe. And then they find they manage to make their way back home because they already know where the real is at. When it comes to, the things I say about Canelo. And I'm not going to sit up there and, he was Canelo at one time. I don't care. You can't erase the past. You can't erase the past. It shapes your future. We got to look at it for what it is. Canelo is the only fighter that was supposed to be campaigning at 160 pounds, having fighters fight at 155 doing catch weights.
Yup, exactly. And check this out, right? Check this out. Now the thing going around here is, Canelo was never found guilty of cheating. Really? Okay, so then let's take it back after the GGG1 fight, right? When he was found out, he ate clenbuterol, right? And then he tested positive, right? Now he went through a suspension, right? If he was innocent, then don't you think they would have lifted the suspension? How does somebody get put through a suspension and then all of a sudden the clenbuterol levels, testing levels are fucking guided down, so that way it can meet what you were fucking caught with in order for you to continue your boxing career, and then they want to pardon the fucking the results, which were dirty. So what the fuck, bro?
Dirty.
Word up. I mean, think about it, guys. Think about it. That's the new shit going around. How is Canelo a clean fighter after he underwent suspension and he tested dirty when those testing levels were there? He failed them, and at the same time, clenbuterol was on the list of PDs not to be used. Come on, son. Come on. Oh, but he got a trainer. He got a personal chef. I don't give a fuck. Your job, part of your job, is to make sure you know what the fuck you're ingesting. This goes for fucking Jose. What's his name? Luis Ortiz. With that fucking even though it was a hard, you should have known. Same thing with Billy Joe. You should have known. All of you motherfuckers that are claiming, oh, but I didn't know. How the fuck are you not paying attention? What's being put into your body? You trust a nigga that much? But you better get an AIDS test. You better get a lot of shit. Then you careless motherfuckers, dog. You need to know as a fighter. That's the number one thing. What is going into my body? Because you are what you eat, motherfuckers.
That's a fact. What fighter, especially if you smart and you're not taking your career by the reins. I'm talking about any fighter already knows when it comes to their water, they don't want no water unless that joint getting a bottle freshly cracked. They don't want no breech bottle caps. You know what I'm saying? They're making sure they watch everything they eat and they bringing their, nutritionists in and all of these things, and they make sure all of the things they digest, they know exactly what is in it. That is your job as a fighter. Another thing is, when we look at Canelo and you go all over all of the things Canelo has done, and once again, when I go back to Canelo and I ask people, are you truly going to be happy with his 168-pound run? When I talked about it, when I put the vote out there on Twitter, because it's bothersome to me. I mean, hey, you fighting who you fighting, but at the end of the day, bro, let's be serious. Once again, they slid in that WBC belt on the back door, in the Callum Weeks fight on a 5-week notice, which I thought was a vacant WBC title fight between him and Ivana Yildirim. I found out I was wrong on Twitter. That's how common they slid that thing in back door on me. Just like, you know what I'm saying? Wow. Freaking Callum Smith is sitting back at home and shit like that. And the next thing you know, he get a call, look, motherfucker, you going to fight me in 5 weeks, take it or leave.
Yeah.
Like, this is some bullshit. Then if you look at Billy Joe Saunders, if we just look at the fight Billy Joe Saunders just had on freaking DAZN against, who was the guy, the Mexican cat that was styling on him all the way to the 10th round, where he started losing every round after the 5th, was styling on him all the way to the, the 10th round when he gave his damn trainer a kiss and got knocked the fuck out.
Yep, exactly.
So you mean to tell me that Billy Joe Saunders is going to be the dude that beats Canelo? Come on, man. His 168-pound undisputed run is trash. It's off the back of nothing. And once again, I would have loved to see, David Benavidez get put in a position to fight Caleb Plant for the IBF. So at least it could have been better because the one person, and once again, I can't blame Canelo for somebody losing their shit on the scale. David, give me one more chance, ass nigga. I can't blame him for that, but he's the only ferocious specimen at 168 pounds that has a chance of beating this dude. None of those dudes. They're going to get whitewashed by this dude. Damn fucking Ghost Division weight bully.
Word up.
On top of that, man, look, 6 damn catch weights, and then you ask yourself, like, yo, you look at who the catch weights are against, you got to ask yourself, how great really is this guy since what? He's what, 14-0-1 since he's fought freaking Mayweather back in, what was it, I believe, 2014?
Yes, sir.
So when you look at all of these things, how can you be proud of this individual? This nigga fought Shane Mosley when he was 40 goddamn years old. I guess everybody's going to say, well, Floyd did it when he was 38. Man, Shane wanted that shit. Shane jumped in the ring, Golden Boy Promotions, trying to bug out for that fight. Floyd didn't ask for it. People got to forget, Floyd was so infamously hated. Half of the fights that he took was off the back of people hating his ass.
Tell him.
We look at Canelo right now. Canelo has literally moved the needle, pun intended, in any direction that he has felt is going to fit him. If you look at Canelo, Canelo was doing catch weights back in 2014 or 15 with Alfredo Angulo. Alfredo Angulo, come on, man. A catch weight with him, 155 freaking pounds. Think about that. If he's doing catch weights with Alfredo Angulo at 155 pounds in 2015, why can't he fight Arthur Beterbiev or Dimitri Bivol at 175 pounds if he can fight Kovalev there?
Bro, 155 was the Canelo Ghost division, my brother. Remember that shit? He kept fighting mad niggas out there. He even tried to get fucking GGG to get down there to 155. Who the fuck ever heard of 155? What's the difference between 5 more fucking pounds, nigga?
My thing is this. If you're going to call yourself a 160-pound champion, you need to be fighting 160-pound niggas. And I don't know nobody who they done did type weird shit like this for. Come on, man. And the stuff keeps getting spookier by the day. Now, let's be serious. He put a couple of years' time in between when everybody wanted to see him fight Triple G. And then we see why. Don't dismiss the first fight and don't overly get his dude credit for the second fight. And then the fact that, he ain't even come, and then, there's no third fight, that's Triple G's fault right now. But at the end of the day, bro, he got his ass whooped that first fight. The second fight, you could have called that joint a freaking draw, or you could slide it Canelo's way, of course, by a point or two. But you see the error in his ways, bro. You see it, and there's no denying it.
Word. And it's just like I was saying, bro. It's just like I was saying, my bro. Like, a lot of guys like to call the contenders of the 70s and 80s and 90s cab drivers, right? But it's funny on how you can actually take those cab drivers, look at their resume, win or lose, they fought who they supposed to fight. At least they went out and got there to a point that we can still speak of contenders, right? And I speak of those like, let's just say Ronnie Lyle, right? Which one hell of a contender, right? Never had a contender. Never had
one of the greatest heavyweight matches of all time was Ron Lyle versus George Foreman, hands down.
Word up.
If you haven't seen it, I suggest you go watch it. Keep cooking, my brother.
Yes, sir. And he never had a strap, but he was a contender. And other contenders as well out there that gave the champions of the silver and golden age era, you know what I'm saying, where they are. If it wasn't for them being the dance partner, they wouldn't have been that step to climb to the greatness that they're in, right? So how is it that you guys know these guys have been fighting even more rounds, bro, and more fucking fights in like a year more than any fighter today, right? Champion or contender. How is it that you guys can actually sit there and act like you fucking know it all and you won't acknowledge that fighters of today, the contenders, fuck the champions. Let's talk contenders. These motherfuckers are not taking the responsibility to do their job, to be great, to be known as a fucking contender where motherfuckers are going to duck you. Like I said, just like there's a handful of champions following legacy, not the prize fighting like that first, there's a lot of motherfucking contenders chasing the legacy and not the fucking money. There's only a handful. I'm tired of speaking of a handful. I want to talk a grocery bag full, motherfucker.
And salute to Javi Go. He says, remember when Canelo started to fight Triple G and said that it was hard for him to put on the weight, and all of a sudden he moves up in weight with ease? Absolutely. That's exactly what I was just saying. He started to fight for Triple G, at least, you know what I'm saying, 2 years out. And then on top of it, after you fight Triple G, all of a sudden you were going from 160 to 175 pounds because his body was always able to do that. He was always big enough to be able to do that. But my whole thing is, when you sitting on your hands and you looking for freaking opponents, and Dimitri Bivol, a champion at 175 pounds, is telling you, I'm willing to come down to 168 pounds to fight you. What did Canelo say? He ain't say a fucking thing. Crickets.
Exactly. And Javi Go, what's going on, my bro? Bars. You know what I'm saying? Check it. Bro, during that time too, check this shit out. During that time, Ellie Setback, you fucking snake. And the reason why I say
call that nigga smelly nutsack, man.
Yeah, no doubt. Smelly nutsack. Ellie smelly nutsack. Check it out, bro. I'm gonna fucking, you know what I'm saying? You know, and I'm gonna tell y'all the reason why. If y'all like him and follow him, I'm gonna give you a reason, not to, but the reason why I'm saying this. At that same time frame, Canelo had bragged on Ellie Setback's video that he walks around 180, dog, off of a fight season. So if a man's going around there bragging at the time he was at 155 trying to get Canelo to do this and that to come down, right? Because he wanted his fucking cover girl status to be out there, right? Now all of a sudden he says that he has a problem making weight, but yeah, you just claimed I walk around 180 and I'll do whatever I want. That's what you said. And when that shit started coming out, Ellie Smelly Nutsack, right? He took that video down. And people know what I'm talking about because there's a video, and if you want, go back 2 years. There's a video there.
That ain't the first time you've done something like that. Continue, my brother.
Yeah, exactly. Not the first time. You're absolutely right, bro. Go back to my video. It's there. That shit that he had, it's there. You will see it, bro. I documented all the fuckeries, bro. You can see it, and I even broke his back on that shit. Matter of fact, that's the shit that stopped me from following that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Look, and like right when Deontay Wilder caught his L, you want to know what Ellie Sackback did? Ellie Sackback took a march that Deontay Wilder did for I believe it was for the kid who died in St. Louis, Missouri, or something like that, like a couple of years ago. Took that footage that he had of Deontay Wilder while he was with him inside of some store or something like that, you know, talking to the people down there. He takes that same video and tries to act like Deontay Wilder was on the street after the loss for the George Floyd shit, when all he did was sit in the backyard, the backwoods of freaking Alabama, goddamn down in Swap, talking about till this day, he never left his fucking house. See, that's the way that, you know, even social media will try to sway and fuck you, because you got to look at these dudes. That's why you hear me always call out the smelly nutsacks, the fight hypes, the you know what I'm saying, the boxing casuals of the world and things of that nature. Even though you should listen, because you can get the truth out of some of the information that the fighter spits back. They give you a bunch of questions, soft ass questions, or they sit there and just suck their balls the entirety of the time, and you're never going to get the information that you want. This is why you're never going to see the fights that you want, because so many people are investing hundreds of thousands of subscribers and viewership into all of these channels, because the so-called stars are on there, but the so-called guys that you are investing in, they aren't even asking the questions that you want. You are there solely unless you are content with the state of boxing, and I'm not. That's the reason I'm here doing the shit I'm doing right now. That's the reason Jedi here doing the shit he doing right now. Because the shit with Canelo is some fraud shit. The shit with motherfucking Deontay Wilder, some fraud shit. The shit with Errol Spence, some fraud shit. The shit with Tank Davis, some fraud shit. And they're not going to tell you the truth.
Yep. Straight up, man. Peace to D Jeff. What's going on, bro? Yo, OG, you are not lying, OG Boogie. Smelly Nutsack died over here. No doubt. No doubt, man. You know, so you got this irresponsible journalism, you know what I'm saying, so-called boxing journalism going around where motherfuckers won't even retract, but they'll take down the video because and then they won't even state that they took down the video. They do it on some snake shit. You know, like, oh, let me do it under the radar. No, nigga, we paying attention.
It's like, oh shit, I fucked up. Delete.
Yeah.
It's too late.
Exactly.
It's up.
Yeah.
It was up. You don't know we got screen recorders and everything else on these phones. I'm telling you, your finger on that delete button isn't faster than these millions of freaking kids and casuals out here that's going to retain some information that's going to help them buzz a little bit, or that's going to burn somebody else up a little bit. Because one thing I can say about human beings, when you fuck up, one thing about the youth nowadays, they more than willing to chastise, humiliate you, drag your name through the mud, and just completely, you know what I'm saying, show nothing but the truest disrespect. But hey, what's done in the dark must come to the light. So all of the phony shit you're doing, you need to shake that shit up off of you. All of them bitch bugs you got in your body, all of them bitch ass viruses you got fucking cramming up your fucking computer, man, kill the fruity booty shit. Take off the strap on and motherfucking get busy, man.
Word up. If not, if you ain't gonna get busy, then okay, what you do is you put your two hands right in front of your face, right? You see your fingers, right? Okay, then you sit on them shits and fiddle in your asshole because you ain't gonna have nothing else.
See, this is what I'm not going to do, because it is a question. You know, shout out to Soccer Training Club. See, this is the problem. I've explained this several times on Reaper Gang Radio. When I criticize Canelo, I'm only speaking the truth. But I've consistently said this dude is the top pound-for-pound fighter in the world with Bud Crawford and Naoya Inoue. I will not deny it. I don't care who you put 1, 2, or 3 there, but you cannot be dismissive of all the deficiencies in his freaking record and all of the shaky shit that he's done. And even right now, he's still doing some shaky shit. How can you be the pound for pound #1 fighter in the world, one of the most marketable fighters in the world, but you fighting shit that only make people mad? You can't tell me somebody fighting Callum Smith on a 5-week notice and them sliding the WBC in that joint makes you motherfucking happy that he's your fucking champion. You can't tell me just beating up Avani Yildirim in 3 rounds like a lion, you know what I'm saying, just ripping apart a gazelle. It's something that you could be happy with. Or him going to fight Billy Joe or freaking, you know what I'm saying, Fag Boy, you know what I'm saying, that bitch-ass nigga Caleb Plant, soft hands Plant. All I'm saying is this. I know how good Canelo is. But the thing is, if you that good, you need to challenge yourself for real and stop tiptoeing in the areas of where you and Eddie Reynoso are comfortable. I want to see you step outside that comfort zone and do what I know you're going to do. Get yourself in the war. Because the only time I've really seen it, and it was really legitimate for me, was against Eris Landry Lara, Austin Trout, and Triple G. And if you look at those fights, man, the Trout fight, he damn sure didn't look the best. If you look at the Lara fight, he clearly lost that fight 7-5 at a catch weight. If you look at the Triple G fight, he clearly lost the first fight. He won the second fight. There wasn't no third fight. Wasn't on no back-to-back shit.
Nope.
So at the end of the day, if you look at his 14-0-1 run now, you cannot tell me you're going to be happy with this individual. And when we look back on the history after it's all said and done, you can't call this nigga an all-time Mexican great fighter. I'm sorry. I won't do it. I ain't putting him up there with Chavez. I ain't putting it, man, look.
No, you're absolutely right, bro.
But when it comes to his skills, he dumb nice.
Yeah.
But he tiptoes in the areas of where he comfortable. And you can't dismiss all of the freaking catchweights with the credible opponents. And he looking shaky with them.
Exactly.
He's too damn big to be doing this shit, man. He's too damn good to be doing this shit.
Yep. And adding on to your, you know what I'm saying, package of fucking destruction. I'm look, here's some napalm with that shit, dog. Like, okay, look, we can all take in his credible fighting, right? We all seen him. Okay, so we're quick to accept that, right? But we're not quick to accept the little fuckeries and the questionable losses that this man has, by the way. Okay, let's not forget that. Let's not forget that this man has been held by his fucking hand by judges. Okay, let's not forget that. Let's not forget that this man hardly ever gotten a word. Okay,
117 to 111, bro.
Word. Like, he hardly got in a word because Oscar De La Hoya was straight up controlling this dude, dog. You know what I'm saying? To the point that he made him submit his WBC to GGG without fighting him, to then fight him later on to be held by the hand by judges. Come on, man.
Like I'm really critical of an individual when, you know, DAZN puts this whole campaign behind him and freaking Sergey Kovalev talking about, you know, all the dangers and what this guy is doing and going up and campaigning against, you know, Sergey Kovalev at 175 pounds. But here's the thing people don't know. They put Sergey Kovalev on a restriction when it came to his weight. So he could only weigh so high and he could only come in so high in that freaking fight too. And the thing about it is Sergey Kovalev just went through it with fucking, of all people, Anthony Yarde, who was just coming off his second loss against, oh my God. Like, come on, man. Anthony Yarde about knocked this dude out in the fight before he gassed out and got damn near air blown on him and he fell on his damn back looking retarded. Yep. Then you fight freaking Sergey Kovalev. They make this whole campaign like this great fight. You daring to be so great. Man, dude, miss me with that shit. If that would have been Dimitri Bivol, because he's on that same side of the zone street, he ain't never, you know what I'm saying? Why ain't you dare Dimitri Bivol to be great? That's what I'm saying. If I'm going to measure you off greatness, dog, I'm going to measure you off of what the fuck the facts really are, bro. But when it comes to the dude's skill, oh, like I said, after that loss from Floyd, that nigga got dumb nice. He's hella proficient with the science. All I'm saying is he leaves fighters hella deficient when it comes to the weigh-ins, when it comes to, you know, the age gap, when it comes to, man, it's just so much for me that I can't ignore, dog. It's so much shit that I can't ignore. I want so much more out of them, so I don't gotta do this shit, man.
Word up. And all I gotta say is this, man. Ooh, yeah. You campaigned at 175. Yeah. The question should be, yeah. Why didn't you fight Yard? Yeah. That would have been one hell of a fight, two hands. Yeah. Dig it. Bival. You're ducking. Yeah. 175, so-called king you call yourself. Yeah. We all know that you're nowhere near the king of the crop. Yeah. There's a little bit of buffoonery going on within your thread, young man. Yeah.
And it's like, honestly, I understand this mission or whatever, but you know, it wouldn't even make me happy because everybody got this whole illusion that, you know, Jamal Charlo styles on his fool. Get the fuck out of here. He beats the shit out of Jamal Charlo 5 rounds and down.
Yep.
5 to 7 rounds and down. Now, the one part, that's why you hear me always say Dimitri asked for it, campaigned for it. He wanted a fight, so he wanted a sensational fight. He knows, he recognizes the skill there, the greatness there. You know what I mean? And he's willing to come down and have it with you.
Yep.
All I'm saying is fight fans, bro, you're not just going to get throwing a card in my hand, bro, and then just throwing a card in front of my face and then acting like, yo, this dude doing this thing. Okay, because the only thing you can give this nigga credit for in goddamn 2021, and from the end of 2020 to 2021, is his fucking activity. Exactly. Because the opponents ain't there.
Exactly. And I just want to say,
are we forgetting that goddamn Callum Smith is what, 6'2", 6'3"? Yeah. And this nigga got punked by John Ryder right before he fought this fool?
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, man. That shit don't leave your mind, man.
And I also want to say, look, I'm gonna put this in another light because I've been following this shit for a very long time. I was supposed to get an interview with the young man, but you know, since the beginning, Demetrius Andrade.
Hold on one second. Hold on.
Yeah.
Dog, do you know how bad I dog out, man, Soccer Training Club, you watch my shit. You know how bad I dog out Demetrius Andrade. You don't even hear me talk about this dude. But everybody can go back to almost 2 years ago when I made the video called Nightmare on Meat Street for all of the dudes that was ducking this man at 160 pounds. Yep. When it comes to his record and his resume and the other individuals he had the opportunity to fight, I shut his ass down on that shit. I can't give you credit for when you're fighting nothing but dudes and names people can't even fucking pronounce. And they have no freaking credibility.
Well,
you ain't fought nobody. Well, then when it comes to Jamal Charlo, you already know. I made several videos, Cubs only, Wilder 2.0. That's almost 2 years ago to now. He still ain't fought nobody but freaking Sergey. And then on top of that, you got your ass beat right before that by Matvey Korobov, and you fighting dudes that's underweight, bringing guys up from goddamn 154 to where you at. You goddamn goofball. So at the end of the day, I just dogged Caleb Plant. Yeah. Dogged Caleb Plant. And what was it? The Age of Spin Volume 2 or 3? Yeah. 40 minutes of murder. So I hold everybody to the same regard. Fuck what them other niggas doing. But y'all know what I do over here. Don't play with me.
No doubt, no doubt. Now, what I wanted to say was, not in the case of Charlo, but in the case of Boo Boo and Plant, because And I can speak actual facts. And I need you, Two Hands, and everybody to listen to me carefully so you can understand what's going on here. It is not Boo Boo's fault, the way his career has been going, and it's not Plant's fault. You know why? If you take a good look at the way shit is being handled with Crawford, as to people not giving opportunities, so Crawford is actually put into that light, right? But we know better. So when it comes to these two, we should know better. Let me speak. In the case of Plant, right? I have a man, my boy, he's a trainer. He has a female fighter, and his name is Alfred Cavazos. Peace to you, my brother. He had an offer from Golden Boy, right, for his fighter to fight one of the champions they got at Golden Boy. I think the one that looked like a fucking dude. They called
Jimenez.
Yeah, Jimenez. They called him. Okay, a month. They said next month, take this fight, take it or leave it. They were like, first of all, we just got off of a fight. We need to recover, and then we need to train. I mean, are you kidding me? Golden Boy does that. A lot of these people do that. Now, the case of Plant, they did the same thing to him. We're gonna give you a month in advance after he just got off a fight, knowing that a fighter needs to recover from the workout, even though he didn't have a stressful fight, right?
Salute, Ronald. Appreciate you, Brody. He says, thank you, Jedi, already.
No doubt. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, piece of Ron, big Ron Simmons, you know what I'm saying? And then at the same time, you also got motherfucking, you know, these people also trying to put obstacles. And if they actually give you the opportunity, they want to have some type of advantage on your physical. So I don't blame this kid. And they're still to this day, both of these guys. All right, I'm not caping. It's just facts. And you know how I guys do. I like breaking down the threads because I used to dog them too. But then I said, wait a minute, hold on. They're in the same category, in the same position that Crawford's in. Crawford didn't put himself in that position. He did everything that everybody asked. These guys did everything that they asked for. Get a belt. They did that. Where these guys at? So it's really Charlo that's down with the PBC that telling niggas to cross the street. And when they actually try to, they throw so many cars. Yo, nigga, right now it's crossing the street. I need everybody from PBC to get in the cars and cause traffic. That's what's going on. These niggas are going to pray Fraga to go to the other side. That's why these guys that are actually, since the beginning, you said it yourself, two hands, and everybody else know, they have been calling this motherfucker out. And since we understand now that there are politics with Canelo, right? They have an agenda. This is how you got to look at these guys and put them in the same basket as Crawford, which is fucked up. Because these are guys that to this day, they're still calling them out. And you see it. It may sound fake.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Yo,
yeah.
Here's my shit though. Like I've been on these dudes' head, but you want to know what my motherfucking problem is? And people gonna take it how the fuck they want to take it. It's like it's okay to hear me motherfucking bash and bag on Deontay Wilder, Tank Davis, and all of these niggas. 8 million motherfucking, I could do that shit 8 million times a day. Thousands and thousands of people gonna eat that shit up in views. That's why I stopped making the videos like that, Kill the Wilder marathons, the Tank marathons, and all of that stuff. Because people was enjoying the shit out of them. But as soon as I talk about Jaime Munguia, as soon as I talk about Ryan Garcia, or as soon as I talk about Canelo, am I holding other people to the same standards? Are you fucking kidding me? It's like as soon as you mention these niggas' name, niggas got a problem with it. Jaime Munguia got hella deficiencies. Here's the thing. They trying to put in the media that, and I made this on the Reaper Gang Gray area. I think it was volume 1 or volume 2. I said, okay. I said, don't let people fool you. They talking about, Demetrius Andre and Triple G wouldn't be a good fight. It's a boring fight. Jaime Munguia versus Triple G is a full fight. Don't let these fools fool you. He don't want to fight Demetrius Andre because it's the worst style for him ever. Jaime Munguia would get washed. That's why he don't want to fight Demetrius Andre, and he got a better chance fighting Triple G. And they know if Demetrius Andre got that shot before Jaime Munguia did, there is no way. I mean, no way for Jaime Munguia to become a unified champion in that division. That's my problem. When I talk about the unbalanced Bambi legs that Ryan Garcia has and how everybody giving them all this credit in the world for fighting Luke Campbell, I'm like, chill. There's clearly a bunch of holes there. That's the only person he fought. And then truthfully, Luke Campbell ain't even like that. I've never said he was like that. I said that boy better go out there and knock him out or I'll never look at him the same again. So as soon as I mention these dudes, everybody get tight. But the fact is, they should be held to the same regard as the same fighters that y'all cheer that I talk about all day.
You know what I'm saying? Word up. Hold your fight. I speak on it all the time. Speak on it, two hands. Word up. It's like hold your fighter to the high standard. You can't just fucking go out there and say, knowing your fighter's fucking up, but you want to be quick to pull out what, what the other fucking fight fighters or just if not a fight fan, the other fighters doing that that's fucked up. You can't be quick to do that. You can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't be biased like that. You gotta stay unbiased. And just like we're doing, guys that we follow, guys that we like and shit, as soon as they fuck up, we on their ass. You guys gotta be the same way. That's what I'm saying.
It's like, Canelo, Jaime Munguia, Ryan Garcia, above critique, black fighters is freaking boring or whatever, but these dudes show you holes on top of holes. They get to maneuver and slide any way they want in the WBC. Mauricio Suleiman is on record saying that Canelo gets his perk, making excuses for all Mexican fighters and clenbuterol and stuff like that. Hold everybody to the same regard. Man, I hold everybody to the same regard. Nobody gets favoritism over here. Everybody gets equal smoke. Everybody. I talk about everybody's proficiencies and deficiencies. I keep that shit G down the middle the best way I can, the only way I know how. But it just seems like, are the ones that's listening in, are you keeping it G?
Word up. We got the fucking steak sauce for the beef. Yes, we do. And shit.
All that shit we kicking A1.
Word up. Boom.
What you want, regular, or we can keep it bold?
Word up. Keep it bold. Keep it bold, because there ain't no regularity here, man. Ain't no regular niggas here. We got to keep it bold, straight up. And we put that shit on everything. You know what I mean? And bro, we just have to look at things in a better light. Now that I put these two gentlemen in the light that they deserve to be in, you see the difference now, my people? You see the difference between these two fighters, that they kept it funky since the beginning. We've seen it, and now it's there. Like, okay, you know what? Now you're going to look at these two fighters in a better light. You know what I'm saying? The thing that I don't like about Plant is he's stalling with that Benavidez shit, and so's Benavidez. They just talking shit. But besides that, he's talking, I want Canelo. I can beat Canelo. Boo Boo's out here with the same shit. I want Canelo, Triple G, everybody up there. He's been calling, and this is what the problem is. When you're a threat and you're in the way of an agenda, they're going to put you aside until you're aged. And once
here's the thing, right? We got to go back and put emphasis, Jedi, on what we said when we were talking about Teofimo and Bob Arum. This is sports entertainment.
Right.
Look at what, Mexican fighters bring to the table, bro. They bring so much to the table. I'm talking about the money. I'm talking about fanfare. I'm talking about the pride that Mexican fighters bring to the table. And I'm talking about how fruitful they are to the business of boxing. Great Mexican fighters. They got a whole freaking country behind them, and they not no casuals. They dedicated hardcore boxing fans equal to the level of UK, equal to the level of Japan. So it's like, when I look at these dudes, I pay attention to the shit. I be telling people, I'm like, yo, yeah. I'm like, but look at this shit. I'm like, look at this shit that Eddie Reynoso be doing with his fighters. How he'll tiptoe around, you know what I'm saying? He'll tiptoe around other fighters' indeficiencies and stuff like that to keep their fighters looking good. They never gonna fight dudes that make them look bad, because that's bad for business. Yes. They're not going to put Canelo in a position with a b-ball because it's bad for business. They're not going to put Jaime Munguia in there with Demetrius Andrade, and they keep stonewalling that because they already know Jaime Munguia is going to get found out. But when it's called the world of boxing, you should see a world of styles. You shouldn't keep everything linear. And that's my problem with them dudes. Everything's got to be linear. It's got to be right in their face, and it's got to be constantly, you know what I'm saying, sock and boppers till one of their heads pop.
Yep.
That ain't boxing.
It's not.
Shout out to G Boogie for the super chat. He says, great show, gentlemen. Mr. Two Hands Up and Jedi Master. Thank you, gentlemen, for bringing the great content from beginning to end. It made my day. Appreciate y'all. And as always, G Boogie, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. I appreciate all y'all in the chat, man. We are what make the boxing world go round. We are what make the boxing world go round. Everybody else, they put the boxing world on a standstill. They make the boxing world, you know what I'm saying, look deflated. The boxing world is a flat tire the way they talk about it. And you know, they really don't show no appreciation for the way they duck, you know, the way they duck and don't answer these hard questions, the way they don't put on these fights. And here's the thing that, remember, Jedi, when we had Bill Haney and Junior Lopez on, there was one thing that Bill Haney said at the end of the show when I asked him that one question about Lomachenko that really set in my mind, that has always been my pedigree, that has always been my hypothetical perspective when it comes to the succession of boxers in their career. And that is, if you just take the fights people want to see, the money is going to pour in like rain on an April freaking Saturday, bro.
Yeah.
Like, seriously. So instead of picking and choosing and fighting the tough fights and coming out on top like a dog would, because for one, if you fight the fights people want to see, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a banger, it's going to be a war, it's going to be a lot of drama, and it's going to be a hell of a story that folds out of it in the press conference all the way out to the post conference, and it's going to leave a conversation in our mind in barbershop and in our house for weeks to argue about.
That's right.
When you don't give us that, all you're getting is a bunch of stipend fighters, and all you're getting is a bunch of underpaid fighters that are content with the little bit of money they're making because they've never made money in their life. If you just take the fights that people want to see, boom, good night. You're going to get everything that you want. And that's what Canelo, he took the fights.
Yep.
Floyd Mayweather, he took the fights.
Yep.
Triple G, they froze that man out forever. He fought who he could fight.
Yep.
They making money. So all I'm saying, Manny Pacquiao, he's a prime example. Anthony Joshua is a prime example. Dillian White, even where he's at, is a prime example. Look at the money these dudes generate because they are willing to fight the fight. Shit, Derek Chisora make better money than the Charlos. You want to know why? Because he takes the fights.
Word up. That look. It's like Mr. Miyagi said, bro, right? To make up your mind. And this goes out to these fighters out here and to these fight fans, right? Daya-san, hi. You either karate yes or karate no. If you karate maybe. Basically, right? Meaning you either gonna fight for legacy and let the money come in, or you ain't gonna fight and just fight for the money. Now, if you try to fight for both, in that middle of the street, you're gonna fucking die. You know what I'm saying? Your career, your reputation. That's basically what what's being said here. Now, I just want to say, OG Boogie, yeah, very stand-up guy, yeah, no doubt.
STC, the one fight like I said, the one fight I would like to see Canelo fight right now, I would like to see him fight Dimitri Bivol. If he's already proven that he can go up to 175 pounds, if history already shows this dude was barely making, he couldn't even make 154 freaking pounds back in 2014, that'll show you that this dude.
Let's get it. We need that fight. That's it. You're absolutely right. Let's get it. We need that fight. Bivol, Canelo. That's it. Ooh, yeah, seems like we're on mute for some reason. Yeah. Your two hands.
My bad, guys. I was prepared for this. My phone took a dive.
Oh, shit.
But
shit. Yeah,
my phone took a dive, but I was prepared for this. Yeah, man. There's three individuals right now that are on the tip of the people's tongues, but there's one person that's on the tip of my tongue because I feel like this. Canelo is such a beast. I truly feel like he has to go out there and find the beast. The person I want to see him fight, hands down, is Dimitri Bivol. I don't care if it's at 168 or 175 pounds. That's the fight for me. But other individuals, they want to see Jamal Charlo. For me, Canelo, go ahead and knock him out because I know you could do it. The other fighter is Demetrius Andre. That is a fight that I would like to see him engage in because I feel like his style gives him a lot of trouble due to the movement, due to the in and out, and due to the constant lateral push that he uses. And he's he's a very hoppy individual, very awkward southpaw, extremely awkward southpaw for a southpaw, very light on his feet. So those are the other two fights that the people want. But the fight, if you asking me, two hands, the fight that I want to see him engage with a Dimitri Bivol or Artur Beterbiev. And when people say, oh no, that's too much, man. The dude is a beast. He's been up at 175 pounds. He needs to find the beast that, you know what I'm saying, that's really going to test him for real. The days of, the Triple G is pretty much over because once again, like I said, Triple G's skin is starting to sag off of him like Hulk Hogan's right now, man. He got Hulk Hogan skin right now. Only thing is that shit ain't orange yet. So those are the three fighters for me. But while I was tapping back in Jedi, I happened to see, I got a message, well, it was an article sent through to my fucking computer that Deontay Wilder and Andy Ruiz are supposedly trying to take that shit to a pay-per-view this year. They're trying to fight in 2021. So my thing is, Deontay Wilder versus Andy Ruiz, if it happens in 2021, pay-per-view or not, would you spend your money on it, and how does it happen?
Oh, man, I am not spending money on it. I am not watching that pay-per-view. That is not pay-per-view worthy. I'm sorry. Even when he had the strap, it wasn't pay-per-view worthy. Even when he had the strap. So why? I mean, Andy Ruiz, the fucking sea otter of boxing. Like, he still gotta fight Chris. You know what I'm saying? Chris Ariola. So, we don't know how that shit's gonna go down. So I just see it like this, Mr. Two Hands. I really don't give a fuck about Wilder no more. I never did. I just don't want to give a fuck about him no more. He's not gonna do nothing exciting. And it's funny how Andy Ruiz.
Hold on 1 second, Jedi. Ronald, you don't got a wrench? I thought you had a wrench, bro.
Oh shit.
If you don't got a wrench, I got you. Don't worry. You're gonna have one after the day, but you should have been had a wrench. I must have probably took it off on accident or some shit like that.
Give him a
but yeah, go ahead, keep cooking, family.
No doubt. So I'm not watching that shit, man. I mean, these two guys. Look, Andy Ruiz is more proven than Wilder. Think about that. He's more proven than Wilder. He beat fucking Anthony Joshua. Regardless, Anthony Joshua was busy with 3 other fighters in between there because who was he gonna fight? Was it gonna be Ortiz? Was it gonna be fucking Big Pharma? Or fucking Ruiz? And now he trained for Ruiz the first fight after the other 2 that were thrown on the table, and now he lost, and then he came back and got his stress back. But the point is, Ruiz is a little bit more dynamic than fucking Wilder because he beat a half unified champion in Joshua. So who's selling tickets for that fight? Think about it.
Andy Ruiz, and just to segue off what you're saying, I ain't even try to stop you, fam. I just want to say Andy Ruiz was the one individual to step up and go do what Deontay Wilder was scared to do.
Right. And all I want to say is this. Here's a question, fight fans. Ask yourself this question. Where are the Mexican fight fans that jumped on the fucking Ruiz paddy wagon when he won the title? Where were they?
They climbed out, yeah, exactly. Because they climbed completely out the woodworks. Because here's the thing that really pissed me off. Because when the Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz fight was made, I made a video and I explained to people how game and how good of a fighter that Andy Ruiz was, complimented his hand speed and how much he presented a threat to him, and how that was the best fight they made out of the options he had. I think the other option was Don King's fighter at the time, and I believe Luis Ortiz crashed out, and even out of Big Baby Miller, that was the best fight that he could have. But it just shows you how casual people are, because Andy Ruiz had just went through a freaking war with Joseph Parker, and if it would have been on American or Mexican soil, he would have definitely won that fight.
Yep.
That fight could have went either way. He definitely would have won that fight. He was pressing it on the pressing front foot action. Joseph Parker fought it how he was supposed to fight it, but it easily could have went either way. I would have been happy with a draw, so. And it's just like, he just disposed of big ass fucking Alexander Dimitrico in like 5 rounds on his debut for the PBC. So if coming to the PBC, taking a freaking 5-round fight, not even, necessarily having all of the time to train for Anthony Joshua, just jumping out there, taking your own initiative at the PBC, what other fighters aren't going to do, to fight Anthony, getting the fight, going over there and winning the fight in spectacular fashion and bringing the belts back. Look, Andy Ruiz is a much better fighter. He's a more proven fighter than Deontay Wilder. And if he gets in the ring and fights Deontay Wilder, we know the style that he has. Deontay Wilder's going to lose. If he can't nail him, in the beginning, when the round starts, round by round, if he doesn't get him in the first minute and a half of each round before he closes range, it's going to be a problem. Because we know that Andy Ruiz does not have a problem climbing those tall ass ladders with the hooks, man. He's going to get inside. His hand speed is going to stifle him. Deontay Wilder, through his lack of proficient, technical boxing, he throws his shots wild and wide. Andy Ruiz is more tight, more technically sound. He's going to just bust him up, bro. He's going to bust him up. And I'm betting on that fight because I know the Vegas odds are going to be in Deontay Wilder's favor. And I'm loving it because I'm taking everything that I would have to spend on rent, everything that I would have to spend on, planning my vacation for the next year and all of that shit. I'm putting that shit on Andy Ruiz and we bringing the money back home. That's a fact, Jedi.
No doubt. And I got Andy Ruiz busting fucking Wilder's ass because, like you said, the technical problems, motherfucker. But I gotta say it like this. That fight is gonna look like a sea otter versus a hyena. That shit gonna look funny, kid. It's gonna be one short little stubby dude with little short arms, bro, just hitting at the body. And you're gonna see one big long lanky dude just trying to reach over with one hand to keep him away and just trying to swing towards the fucking canvas, scraping his knuckles, trying to punch him in his face. He's so short. It's gonna be a funny looking fight, man. But I got Andy Ruiz beating the shit out of fucking Wilder, dog.
Absolutely. And as far as a pay-per-view, if you ask if I would pay for it, I'd pay for it just to see him die.
Yeah.
I'd pay for him just to see him get crushed by Andy Ruiz. Nothing would satisfy me more in 2021 other than seeing this big mouth skid mark ass buffoon get his whole freaking melon cracked. Once again, shout out to Gallagher. I would love to see that shit happen, because here's the deal. This dude has been running around, parading around boxing in pink panties, you know what I'm saying, with his fucking pink nail polish on for too long, prancing around like a fairy with a big ass freaking mouth. You know what I'm saying? Look, at the end of the day, once again, loose lips sink ship, and this dude got the loosest pussy I know.
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
It's time for the dude to go. And if you seriously talking about, if he seriously going to fight Andy Ruiz, because both of them are PBC, they both on the PBC stable, please, God, make it happen. Please, God, make it happen. I'm just forcing that money out of my pocket. And shout out to Gun Rights Mafia, because the money going out to Vegas, and we bringing that shit back.
Word.
I promise you that. Because look, Deontay Wilder, because when it comes full circle, all of the wrong things he's been for boxing, Andy Ruiz is going to be all of the right things to ruin his ass and get him up out of boxing.
Yep.
He got to go. I think another loss is going to truly get rid of this guy. You know, I know what the Andy Ruiz move is try to propel him in the spot, where he's going to fight Anthony Joshua. He will take that fight. I think he would take that Anthony Joshua fight at the end of the day, or whoever wins out between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. He said he's willing to fight Joshua and fucking Ruiz now. I know he would take that fight based on, he's got a taste of that money now. Hey, look, at the end of the day, I'd have to see it to believe it. But regardless of what I'm seeing, I know it's just going to be, murder by Ruiz, murder by Joshua, and I'm more than welcoming that shit, because I literally can't stand this dude. There's nothing I like about this dude as a person, and just because of the person, he shows me who he is, and his boxing life shows me exactly who he is in his personal life. Not commenting on him as a father, but everything about that dude, there's no loyalty there, and I'm a person that believes in fucking loyalty. And at the end of the day, the way he did Mark Breland, that's another aspect of the situation. Who is he going to bring in to train him? How are you going to deal with an Andy Ruiz who has been low-key training his ass off with an Eddie Ray no-show and sneaking a couple fajitas in, low-key by his older 365-pound brother? How you going to deal with that when you're coming into it with a new trainer? Are you going to listen to him? Clearly you're not. The only person that could probably even get through this fucking numbskull is somebody that he respects that can whoop his ass and son him. That's going to be a trainer. Like, a Joe Goosen, a Teddy Atlas, somebody like that ain't going to go for his annex. They're going to make him work, or they're going to just go ahead and just pack up and dip. They're not going to fuck with him. But if I was any sensible trainer, I would not mess with this dude. All of the elements of this situation tells me that he will never be ready for that fight.
That's right, bro. I just want to say, man, Andy Ruiz, this fight actually bring water to your corner in this water bottle of yours. All right? Stop the fucking adobo mixed with water. You know what I'm saying? Fucking peanut, caramel, nougat, fucking flakes of Snickers inside of your fucking water. Just plain
chewy nougat in the middle.
Word up, chewy. Word, man.
Brings the joy and satisfaction to the world.
Word, man. And while you're at it, bro, like, okay, we seen you lose weight. Stay that way, bro. Stay healthy, motherfucker. Even though your neck still look like, your traps are like 2 inches away from your fucking ears, you still need to stay healthy, dog. We don't want you to throw one of them fucking shots that you throw and then you miss, and it's just like a heart attack. You know what I mean? We don't want this for you, bro. We see it coming, bro. We see it coming. Your fucking cheeks are pink, bro. That's not healthy. The Ultimate Warrior, 2 days before he died, his fucking cheeks were rosy pink. That's high blood pressure, nigga.
Yeah, like, you know that comes from a lot of carne asada, man.
Carne asada. That's like clenbuterol chews, bro. You know what I'm saying? The Canelo Alvarez clenbuterol chews, bro. Carne asada flavor. He just chewing them shits away like fucking candy. You know, and he just gotta chill, man. Just stay healthy, my nigga. We don't wish nothing bad on you. You know, congratulations to you if you're staying on the health tip. We would like you to see that, you know, in you and you know, continue to progress. But bro, don't I mean, take a look at how he used to look, bro. This nigga had department stores. He had all types of fucking, oh my god, all type of junkyards attached to him, bro. Like, nigga.
Bro, this dude was literally, man, freaking Manny Robles and his father, freaking, they let out so much shit out the bag when it came to freaking Andy Ruiz. Do you know when it came to the second fight with Anthony Joshua, they had bought a house that was secluded out in, I believe Mexico?
Yeah.
Or was it Southern California? But either way, they bought a house in seclusion out there. No, it was in Southern California. And he wanted to stay in his own house. He wouldn't go. Then that motherfucker, when he finally got there, 2 months late, because he only came there a month before they were supposed to, a month and a half, I believe, before he fought Anthony Joshua. His friends were coming to pick him up. He was sneaking out the house. They were coming to pick him up, driving him across the border, eating all types of fucking food, eating, you know what I'm saying, taking shots off all types of girls, clubbing all night. He was completely disconnected from everything it took for him to be a freaking to retain his titles.
Yup, watch them, yes, man. Watch them motherfuckers. Them guys that take your shit.
Fact, because as soon as I saw Jake Paul, Logan Paul, and the big birthday bash, and shout out to you, you supposed to treat yourself. But when I saw the extravagance, the opulence, when I saw the girls, when I saw the way you were partying, and I was looking at the people around you, I was like, man, none of these niggas got love for you outside of your family and your wife for real. All of these motherfuckers is here because you hit this turning point. Just before that, you was the boy we poke in the stomach and it make you go, ooh. Like you was Doughboy, baby. Like that's how the world was looking at you. Then when you got your bread, everybody came in. You ain't see it for what it was. So what I'm saying is, once I saw that, I said that's a recipe for his disaster. He gonna take a L. Nigga bought multiple back-to-back Bentleys and Rolls Royce, then buys a freaking big ass Mercedes truck, buys mama damn Rolls Royce and shit. I said, shit, Andy, you only cleared $7 million for the first one, brother. IRS is coming, my G. They coming hard. And I hope your 1099 game is strong, my nigga. Like,
what up? Yeah, hell yeah, man.
You know, hey man, this is Reaper. I think we about hit it all today, Jedi, man. I think we done cracked them over the head with the left hook, the right hook, the uppercut, you know what I'm saying? The straight.
The dynamic duo strikes again, kid.
Absolutely, man. So y'all know how we do this shit, man. Jedi, man, let's take these boys out, man.
No doubt, man. Yo, thank you for joining Reaper Gang Radio with Mr. Two Hands himself. And of course, myself, the Boxing Jedi. Word up. You can catch us over at the Boxing Jedi's channel, and also check out my man Mr. Two Hands. Peace to everybody in the chat and everybody in the world. Just remember, man, wash your ass.
Wash your ass and motherfucking keep foot thongs where they supposed to be, on a bitch's feet. Oh, my bad. I guess Wilder doing what he's supposed to do. Hey man, Jedi, man, another thing I wanted to say before you get up out of here, man. Next time you run a boxing joint, man, you want me to come through and co-host, bro, just let me know. I'll come through, man, and we'll shut that shit down, man.
No
you know,
doubt.
I just be busy. I don't really get to catch any fucking thing. I be, you know how life go. But yeah, man, let me shout me out anytime you want me to come through, dog. You already know I'm gonna come through. And hey, everybody, man, support this man, subscribe to this man. Yo, this one is a true one. He's a real one, a real genuine brother. I have a good, I have a good sense of character, and this brother has great characters and morals, and you know, puts his loyalty and you know, morals first. So at the end of the day, I salute this man. I appreciate this man. When we come together on Reaper Gang Radio, man, y'all know what it is, man. So at all time, man, shit, man, Jedi, man, I might make that shit to where we can do a live it or something like that, man. So shit, your subs can get this love too when we go live on Monday morning.
Of course, man. We can do that. Definitely.
You already know. Hey, I'm about, you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about me, man. I'm about bringing my niggas up, man. I'm about bringing people up regardless. This man comes through here, man. You know, he kills this shit with me, man. You know what I mean? We like, you know what I'm saying? It's the dynamic duo out this joint. We out here killing shit. So at the same time, while this man supports me, I do anything I can to pull this man up. So shit, if I could dual live it and he could have his family up in that joint so he could get all of the love and all of the viewership and shit too, you know what I'm saying? I'm more than willing to do that for my team, bro. So at the end of the day, as we always say at the end of this shit, it costs you nothing to pay a nigga no mind. Man, once again, man, you with Boxing Jedi, and y'all already know the Reaper, though. The Reaper, though.
Reaper.
Fire. You already know what it is, man. Y'all
All
have
right.
a blessed day, man. And hey, look, man, where I'm at is beautiful outside. So I hope that energy and I hope that weather was translating to everybody. Man, shout out to anybody going through that shit in Texas and anybody going through all of this bullshit. Hey, we gonna make it. We gonna mush these fuckers in the face, man, and we always overcome. Man, it's Reaper Gang shit, man. Salute.
Salute.